and that music kicked in and rocked everyone's socks. I was really impressed with that, and seeing
There
what
we
the
go.
hardware could kind of do in engine there. I'm a sucker for FromSoft games. My heart's going to be broken when we don't see Elden Ring today, but it's been so long since it was announced. I need to see it somewhere and see that it still exists. And as long as I get a good world premiere, I'll be
World
happy.
premiere.
Oh wait, we got.
Oh,
the
we
world
got
premiere
Austin
voice
Evans, we got
guy
Jackson
actually
Dugan, we
doing
got
the
some
voice
girl I've
when
never
we come
met
to our
before.
first world premiere.
God,
So
it's
I'm here to take care of you. But yes, as you said,
Also,
you know,
that
everyone would
PC
love to see
first.
Elden Ring. Everyone would love to see new game announcements too.
We gotta figure
you
something out
mentioned
with that, by the
Halo.
way.
Lauren,
I
is
don't know
that
why you're
is that
always
the big
so-
thing
it's
for
like
you?
you're
Like seeing
really
Halo,
quiet
what are you
when you
excited
talk.
to see?
No, so I feel like Halo
Yeah,
was
I'll
like
have this
my
headset
first
on,
introduction
writing it
into
down, 'cause I haven't had
like
this for
first person
like
shooter games
months.
and why I should not play them because I'm horrible at them. But that was like my first, it holds a special place in my heart because like that was the first time realizing I was terrible at them. I'm really excited. I'm big into like psychological horror games. So the medium, I really, really want to see more about. I want to see gameplay. They haven't told us a whole lot about it, but I'm living for it. Like the Silent Hill music, everything, and Everwild is the other one I'm really interested for, like to see more about because both of those are kind of a mystery. I haven't seen much on them.
Oh, that's great because as you said, there are lots of other games across the studios. Everwild that they teased last year at EXO from Rare.
I
looked
just have
really
my
interesting. I
mic
agree.
muted the
Hopefully, we'll get
entire
to see
time.
something. on
Everwild
that.
is something that
Tim
is
Schafer's
interesting,
got,
but I really don't care very
Psychonauts
much.
that they acquired that studio. Hopefully, there'll be an update on that one. And they said Microsoft's got so many studios, so many games across the portfolio that I think we'll get hopefully some new game announcements and also some updates on those existing ones. Austin, you are one of the few people I think in the world that got to check out Series X. I remember you did got to check out Gears, how that was looking on the hardware and everything like that. So you have a really interesting perspective on this. What do you want to see at Xbox today?
Yeah,
So,
Austin, what do you want to see?
I love the nerdy details, right? I want to see the 120 FPS and the HDR and all the ray tracing. I'm really interested in seeing kind of like what this next generation is able to do as far as pushing the envelope forward, right?
I
mean,
want to
look,
see why the
don't get me
quality
wrong,
is so
I'm gonna
bad
be
on
all
the
over
stream when I have it
Halo.
on
I really want to see
1080p.
what they're able to do, especially considering that
all
that's going to be a
today.
game that will be on Xbox One and sort of assuming PC and Series X and kind of seeing how they're able to stretch that. And I'm definitely a huge fan of the Forza franchise, right? I mean, that's sort of been really,
Forza's
you
fun.
look back at the Xbox One generation for me, I have definitely spent more time playing for the Forza games as well as the Horizon games more than anything else, right? So that's definitely has like a special place in my heart.
This is what I'm excited.
But what I'm really curious
Wait,
about
hold on, what?
is getting a really good look at kind of
Hold on,
what
what?
this new slate of titles look like, right? I mean, obviously we know that there are a bunch of games that are coming out sort of holiday season. I'm assuming we're probably going to see some games kind of teased.
Oh,
for
I
the
got.
next
Hold on, I have an
maybe
idea
year
for
or
you.
two or whatever the
Go
case is. But I really want to see
into,
a good sense of what the Xbox Series X is capable of, right? I've seen little bits and pieces.
Go into
I got to
Discord.
try a couple of tech demos. I know the specs. I know all the kind of the basic stuff. But
User
what I really wanna
settings,
do is kind of see how all
voice
that
and
comes
video,
together and brings
Turn
what
your
this next
input volume
generation's
all the way
about.
up.
Yeah, no, I
So
think
they
that's a
got
great
maximum.
point. It's they keep saying how powerful this console is.
Seriously,
Like,
yours
we
is
wanna see
already
that
at the
power, right,
maximum.
and see
This is what I
this
sound like when
able
I'm
to
at the
do.
maximum.
Microsoft's philosophy on
try some.
Xbox that Phil Spencer has expressed is a little bit different than PlayStation. That they're saying that all these games are going to show you today conceivably will still work on your current Xbox, will work on PC, and they might they work better on the new Xbox. But I'm curious for you guys, how does that affect your sort of decision on what you're going to do with Xbox? Like, what's going to cause you to want to upgrade to the next system? Because it's different. That Halo.
This
as
is
you
what
said,
we all
will work
started with. I
probably
mean, this
on-
is what
if
I
you have
started
an
with.
Xbox right now to work on the current system. So I assume
This right
part
here
of
is what I
they
started
have to
with.
show
I
today is
had
why
it
it's
for a
going to
while,
be
and why it's
even
gone
better
quiet.
on the next one.
Yeah,
I, mean,
I think
that's
for
definitely what I expect.
Yeah, I think for me, what I like most about
This is what I
the
started
Xbox
with.
that kind of sits in my house is like we always get
So-
Sony with their exclusives, and I would love to see some really cool exclusives come out of Microsoft today. It's the
for me,
the
it's
thing
gotta
that
be
people
the
keep
original,
talking about all the time.
hands
But I
down.
love the kind of home entertainment aspect of my.
I want something
Xbox.
as
I
good as
love
this.
The kind of UI and the speed of the system
Question
and
is,
kind
can
of
it
sitting down.
top
I
it?
use it for everything. I only use my PlayStation for gaming, but I really use my Xbox for almost everything. I watch Netflix on it. I watch movies, and I play my 4K Blu-rays and everything on it because my PlayStation couldn't do that. So I'm really curious to see how they
Decepticon brings up a
evolve
good
kind of
point.
the
Why
OS
was
of the
everyone
system
using their
and
Xboxes for
make it
mainly?
snappier and
Besides
faster,
gaming,
and how
of
you're able
course.
to switch between games on the fly and being able to have all of those old games.
It's really
be playable
interesting to
on
say
the
the
new
least
one. We keep talking
because
about backwards
Xbox was
compatibility
originally the
a lot
Xbox
and
One
how
was
that's a big
originally
factor
marketed
for them.
like when it
And I'm curious to see how far that
originally it was
goes and
marketed
how
as an
many
all-in-one
games you can
streaming like an
really play with that
all-in-one
and how far
home
they're
entertainment
pushing it and
setup,
stuff like
and they sort of
Game Pass has
started
come
to
out,
focus
and
on that less
it's
and
kind
more
of a
on
game
gaming.
changer, 'cause there's so
But I
many
feel like it
times when I
still
just
is
go
that in a
on
way.
and I don't want to buy a new game, but Game Pass is a good way of kind of trying it out.
And also, as Jacksepticeye
testing
just
it
said,
and
Game
just downloading
Pass
it
is
there
like
and
the
playing
best
straight
feature
away.
ever.
I
So
really love
basically,
that aspect.
it's like
I wanna
a
see how far
all
they push
first-party
that
Microsoft
and
games
the
are
big
automatically
stuff,
free
I
in
think,
Game Pass. So
is
I
what
have
their
Game Pass.
trump
I'm
card
gonna get
will be
Halo
this
Infinite
time, at least for me
without
personally, the way
buying
I
a disc
consume
or buying
the
it
media on
digitally
my
because I got Game
Xbox.
Pass Ultimate. But as he
Yeah, no,
was
I think
saying, it's
that-
like a
as you
trial
said,
for all
the
the other
Game Pass
games,
is
and it's really
another big
fun.
part of it that, you know, a lot
You
of
know,
these
it's
games
like
now
a
come
really,
out
it's something that
as part of
PlayStation
Game
doesn't
Pass, like
offer because they have
Microsoft said,
PlayStation
you know, all
Now,
their
but it's not exactly the
first-party
same
titles
thing. Game
are
Pass
in
has so
Game
many more
Pass,
games
and that, I
and
think,
just
lets
runs
people
so much
sample
better than
more
PS
games,
Now.
right?
It's
no
like
longer,
something that
like,
you
know,
can't
spend
get anywhere
$60
else.
to play everything. Austin, I wanted to ask you about the specs and the
Plus,
the
with
frame
xCloud
rates and
coming
all
to
that
Game
type
Pass
of
Ultimate
stuff.
at no extra
You know,
cost.
you live in the world of tech and RDNA architectures and whatnot. Like, what do you think?
Well,
what does that
actually,
all
there's an
mean
extra
to the
bonus
gamers?
to
Like,
that.
how do you think the games
if
are
you have
going
like
to
a
be different? What
PC
are
as
the
well,
things
like
we
a
should
decent
look
gaming rig,
for
you can play some
here
of those
in ter-
games
ray
cross-platform
tracing,
as
Yes,
well.
you
things
can.
like that. Like, what do you
Halo
think are
Master
gonna
Chief
be some of
Collection
the
I play on
big
PC.
things
With
that we're gonna
I used to have
see,
it on Game Pass, but
in
now I
some
bought
of
it
these
on
games,
Steam
hopefully.
because the Windows Store isn't that great.
So
But
I
they're
think
gonna work
the
on that.
interesting way of looking at
But a lot of
the
the
previous
Game Pass
generation
games are
for
also on
Xbox One
PC,
is
so
going
it's
into
really
this
like a
new
neat
generation
concept.
is that it's a much
Yeah,
more
'cause it's
well-rounded
like-
package, right?
it's
So
almost
you look
like
at something like the Xbox
If you have the
Series
Game
X,
Pass on both systems, you
spec-wise, it is
essentially own
equivalent to a
both the
very
systems, all the
high-end
games that
gaming
are on
PC.
those systems.
That's
Yeah.
not something we've seen in the
And with the
console space for a
Xbox
long
Series
time,
X, it's
right?
gonna
You
be
look
like
at
a
the
high-end
Xbox
gaming
One, it
PC.
had good graphics,
So
but it was able
the
to
graphics are
provide
gonna be
some
like
really
ridiculous. Like
impressive
this
games. You look at something
2013
like
Xbox
Red
One
Dead
that I have
2
right
running
here,
on an original
it
Xbox One.
has
It's really impressive
good
that was able to
graphics.
be sort of
But with the series, like
accomplished.
Austin Evans is saying
Well,
right
the
now,
thing
with the
is, this
Series X, there's gonna be like a
with the
huge
Series X, we
improvement.
have not only the SSD, which I think people are going to
Yeah.
very quickly get used to, not minute load times, but a few second load times. But also you have that really
With
powerful
the X,
CPU,
well, the
which is going
Series
to
X at
enable these
least,
bigger open
what are you
worlds,
expecting
sort
out of the
more
system?
interesting looking physics, and then you have
Good
on the graphics
graphics,
side not only sort of more detailed,
fast,
and I
snappy
think
UI,
the higher frame rates or something.
higher
especially
frame
as
rate,
more TVs are developing that sort of tech that
and
people
a
are going to really
lot
start to
of
appreciate.
first-party
But also these
exclusives.
new
And I'm
features
looking
like
at the
ray tracing,
camera
right,
when
which
I
are just
say
going to
this.
help ground
More
these worlds
first-party
in a much more
exclusives.
sort of
You can put them on
realistic
PC,
sort
that's
of
fine. They need to
location.
be
I guess
on
for
console
me,
base.
it's
They
more
need to be
about
only on
making the
Xbox.
console a much more complete package, right? You're not sort of sacrificing because you're playing on your PC versus
what I'm
your
expecting
Xbox
from
or
the
anything.
Series
Like you're
X
going to be getting a
is
very
mainly
similar
the
level of
performance side of
performance.
things.
And
If
a
they
lot
can
of
get the
cases,
graphics
something
as
like the
well as the
Series X is
performance
going to be
on point, like
significantly more
consistent,
powerful than
very
any
little
other
like
gaming device in
not
your
latency,
home.
but very little
Yep. All right. Well,
frame
hopefully
drops
we're going
and
to get to see
stuttering
some of that.
at a very high
Lauren,
like
you get the last
FPS
word here. Anything you're hoping
and high
is a
resolution. I
surprise?
think
You talked about some
the
of the
Series
games
X
we
could
know
be a
about, like
really big
Medium
contender for
and
the next
Everwild.
generation.
Anything that you're secretly hoping they show here in some way?
I was looking yesterday to see if there was anything I could think of that like
I dare say
could
it would be
surprise
the
me with.
most powerful home console.
I've personally been more of like
Well, the
PC
Xbox
gamer,
One X is the most powerful home
PlayStation, so
console right
if
now.
they can surprise me and pull
Kind
me in
of.
with
I
more,
mean,
like,
the only
Xbox
reason I say kind of
exclusives,
is it's
I mean, Game Pass has
slightly
been a
more
game
powerful,
changer
a little
for
bit
me.
more
I've been
powerful.
There
using
goes
that
my
than
camera.
lately. So
God.
just like bringing me into that ecosystem, if they can do that, like then they've surprised me. So
No, and that's part of what they're trying to do here. Is you
Yeah.
said, you can play all this.
I'm
stuff
sorry
on
if
your
that happens
PC,
periodically
you can
throughout the stream.
play,
There's
on
nothing
your
I can do
phone
about it. I
via
don't know how to
xCloud
fix
and,
the
like,
issue.
bringing more games to more people. So as you said, hopefully we'll see a bunch of
Hardware.
games today, right? And we know Halo is going to be a big focus, but obviously they've got a lot of other things to fill out that hour. All right, well, thanks, Lauren, Austin, and Jack. We will see you guys later. We'll all be watching live, and we do have some special world premieres throughout
World
this show.
premiere.
We've got a number. I think we've got a half dozen things we're going to show you guys over the next 45 minutes here to give you a little
Ooh,
preview
good.
of some stuff that will be coming to Xbox.
I need to
And
get a
we're gonna
better
start
webcam
right
because
now,
while I just got this,
with
this is
world
just an
premiere
Xbox One
announcement.
Connect,
Check it out.
guys. That's all I'm using right now. Oh, world premiere. Hold on.
Oh.
What is this? Oh, Dragon Quest. I don't care.
Yeah.
There's an audience for this type of game, and I respect that there's an audience for this game, but I'm not one to play a game like this.
A hero will surely arise.
Dana, is this an exclusive to the Xbox, or is this going to be like on Switch and all that as
I
well.
feel like this is gonna be exclusive to the Xbox. The Xbox is trying to get a market in Japan, so they're bringing a lot of exclusives from Japan.
I don't know if that's going to work though, given the history of the Xbox.
Phantasy Star Online 2 is exclusive to Xbox One and PC. PlayStation is not getting Phantasy Star Online 2, at least not for a good long while.
今回シリーズ本編最新作のドラゴンクエスト 11S が Xbox プラットフォームで発売され、さらにゲームパスにも登場
They're
しま
trying
す
to get a Japanese audience, so they're making a lot of their games
ドラゴン
exclusives.
クエストが初登場ということで、僕も大変嬉しく思います。今日は皆さんにドラゴンクエス
My
ト
camera just shut off again.
紹介していきたいと思います。
Yeah, I'd say like if you're looking for a good webcam, go for what I bought.
魅力あふれる仲間と共に世界を救う壮大な冒険の旅に出ます。
It shouldn't even have this issue. It's not supposed to do this.
冒険の舞台はロテゼタシアという様々な地形があ
I
る
mean, don't get me wrong, I definitely see the appeal. I just, not for me.
街は
You know?
武器を買ったり、クエストを受けたりできる冒険の拠点です。重要な話も聞けるでしょう。モンスターとのバトルでは戦士や魔法使い、盗賊、舞踏家などキャラクターの特性を生かした戦術で戦います。出現するモンスターも可愛いものから恐ろしいものまで多くのモンスターがいます。今戦闘しているスライムは1作目から登場している人気者なんですよ。その他にも昔懐かしい 2D モードや過去のシリーズの作品の世界を体験できるサブクエストなどのやり込み要素も満載です。いよいよ Xbox プラットフォームに登場する日本の RPG の王道ドラゴンクエスト 11S をお楽しみください。発売は2020
You know what?
12月4日です。
I might look at
それ
it.
ではまた。
There's a possibility that I might look at the game. Let's see if they got anything else in store.
Another Square Enix game.
There you go, Dragon Quest coming for the first time to Xbox, and now we're gonna get right into another world premiere. This is
here we
a
go.
brand new game announcement.
Brand new game announcement.
A smaller team and studio that has a new title to announce today on the pre-show. So take a look at this.
It's a shooter. I already saw the gun.
It's not another Call of Duty clone.
No, it looks more like a Crisis game. Well, if other than the fact that the stream is lagging, the game looks great.
Yeah.
I like games like this. It feels like Crisis. Crisis 2
No,
and
you know what this looks like?
that dude is riding a rocket.
This looks like a cross between like Titanfall and Black Ops 3.
I don't know, kind of just based on the gameplay and how it feels, it feels like more Crisis. Crisis mixed with Titanfall. Echo Mecha. Not bad. I might actually buy that.
All right, that's Exomecha, a brand new free-to-play game coming in late 2021, and that's a first look at that. We do have more new games and some cool stuff. We've got something very cool to wrap up the pre-show as our last premiere that I'm really excited to share with you guys. So stick around, and of course, at the top of the hour, we're going to get a look at a lot of the first-party games
minutes till the main show
from
starts.
Microsoft, including the world gameplay debut of Halo Infinite. Right now,
That's
though,
what
we're
I'm
gonna
most
turn
excited
to our
for.
second panel to preview what we're hoping, all our hopes and dreams for Xbox today.
God, this is killing me.
Joining me first off is Aaron Hansen from the Game Grumps. Aaron, you
Aaron.
ready for blanks?
Oh, dude, you're way ahead of me, brother. I was all blinked up, and you just brought
I was
the
gonna say,
heat, man.
you've been waiting all summer for this
Okay, that's
moment.
one
Will the
person I was
time
expecting
sweeper
on this.
return? All right, good to have you with us, Aaron. We've got Danny O'Dwyer from No Clip. Hey, Danny, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, man? I'm just really happy for Aaron to get his blinks. He's been waiting for like was it a month since we talked on PlayStation? Forget all these new studios and all these new games that all their acquisitions are going to do. It's all about the blinks.
bring back the time sweeper, right? That's clearly the closer of the show.
I love
right?
how
We
they
must
name
know
drop
something.
PlayStation and don't even
finally,
care.
we've got Alana Pierce joining us. Hey, Alana.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. All right, you're all chipper. We're ready to go. This is Xbox Day. Gonna be
no
hopefully
idea
some
who this is.
excitement for all of us.
You got a nice
with
chair,
what Xbox
though.
has in store. So we joked about Blinks, but Xbox has a lot of franchises, a lot of history in gaming over the past 20 years. I'm going to open with the same question I had for the last panel. What are your hopes? What are your expectations? What do you want to see from Xbox in this next hour that's going to, convince you that they've got a lot of great stuff and, charting the future of gaming? Aaron, let's take Blinks off the table. Beyond that, what else can they do?
Beyond Blinks.
Well,
funny.
if I'm gonna be honest, man, I want to know
here's
what the
a
heck's
question.
going on with Exomecha.
Do you think
'cause that, like,
Xbox at some point when
I
the
was not
Series X
expecting
comes
something
out,
like that, and holy
Got some
crap!
do you
Transformer
think
action?
the
That
Series
appealed
X should
to,
attempt
like,
VR?
my 80s, early 90s.
It could,
culture
but I don't
mind.
think
was
it's
just like,
I don't think it's a
just
market Xbox
big
wants to delve
silver
into.
robots punching each other, and there's a robot dragon, I guess, that breathes fire. Great, I'm in. Let's do it.
Because I've seen PlayStation
All right, so
do
Exomecha
it before with the
clearly
Right,
is
PS4.
PlayStation has
Top of
PSVR,
I've
but
already won
Xbox
you
has
over.
said that they
Danny,
do not want to delve into the
you
VR
visit a lot of
market. They already
studios
have
around the
this.
world
They already have
when we
the
can,
Microsoft
hear about them,
HoloLens or whatever that's
hear their
called,
stories, know
and
they'll
that's
produce some
where they're going to
incredible
stick with their
documentaries.
games.
From your perspective, like,
that's a bit
what does
disappointing, really.
Xbox have to do today? What do you want to see in this hour?
That might
showcase?
Because I feel like
Well, we've had.
I feel like the Series X
Microsoft,
could really have a lot of
doing a
potential
lot
with
of
that.
acquisition
Well, yeah,
of,
but I
partners,
believe that the Xbox One
and
could
a lot of
run
studios that
can
were
run
sort of
VR.
working on games, perhaps,
Same.
or
Like,
working
I
on smaller
completely
games
agree.
for them. So I think,
But I feel
what
like
I'm
the
excited
Series
for
X
today is
could
for
really
a
bump it
bunch
up to
of
the next
those
level.
Yeah,
studios
I
to
just
maybe
don't
show
think that's a
something
market
off.
they're
So
really
one
ready to
studio we
dive
visited
into
earlier
if
this
they're
year,
going to dive into
was
it at
Obsidian,
all.
who were working
Yeah,
on
I'd say
Grounded.
like
They've,
give it
been
give it like a
acquired
year or
by
two
Microsoft in the
for the
interim,
console to
or just
sink
prior
its
to
teeth
that.
into the
So
market,
I'm interested to
and
see
then
if
give
we'll
it a try.
see what everyone hopes, which is
Now,
a
in
big
saying that,
budget
what are your hopes
Obsidian
for
role-playing game. That's kind of on
other
my top
accessibility
list of,
features with the
things I'd
Xbox
like to
Series
see.
X?
And then the other
So
one is
we have
what's
things like the
happened to Fable.
Kinect, which no one
Obviously,
liked,
in the past
but
couple of
that's
years,
still an
Live
access-
Net
technically
isn't
still an
around anymore.
accessibility feature.
There's a lot of
We have
rumor
the
that Playground, who work on,
controller
the
that
Forza
was
series,
designed for
may
people
have
who
sort
have
of
disabilities.
taken up
We
the mantle
have
on that.
we had
It's been
Cortana on the
rumored that they've been
Xbox until they
working on some
removed
sort of
her.
open world
What are your
role-playing
hopes
game as
for
well.
accessibility
So
features
those are
for
kind of the
those
two
who
that
cannot
I'm looking
play
to see. Yeah, just
properly,
anything else
or
from
those
the
who
rest
just
of
needed
their
extra assistance?
acquisitions
What are your
like
hopes for
Double Fine.
accessibility
I'm
features
sure
with
they're
the
not
Xbox Series
They're a
X?
small team, so I'm sure they're not running multiple projects. But
I'd
you
say
never know. Maybe they're
I
early
think they need
concept phase on
to
something.
button down a bit more on like
No, I
that
think
kind of
RPGs
accessibility
is
as
a
well as
great,
people that
genre,
are
right,
struggling
where it's
to
like Xbox has done lots of action games,
control the
but
games.
doing
similar
RPG
to
stuff, I
the,
think,
what
is
you
an
mentioned just
opportunity
before.
for them.
But I
to
feel
show
like
some
they need to
great
go a step
stuff,
further
in
with
the RPG genre.
the user
Alana,
interface
what's,
as well as like other stuff
I
in
know
games
you've been
as well.
fan of Gears. You've been fans of,
I
you're
completely
excited
agree
about
with
Cyberpunk
that
that's coming
statement.
out, that obviously will be on all systems, but on
I
Xbox
think as
well.
well as physical
what do you
accessibility features,
wanna
there needs
see
to be
from
more features on the
Team
console.
Xbox as
You know, we should be able to
Also, Blink.
customize everything.
I love Fable. I really
Because
want a new Fable.
actually, that
like
brings up a
Danny
good point.
said, it's rumored that
One thing I
Playground Games are
miss
working
from the
on it, and
Xbox
I buy that
360
rumor.
days,
They
and I
hired
think
a lot of
everyone can
people
agree with
from,
this,
a lot of
is
studios known for making
interchangeable
really big games,
faceplates.
including Rockstar. And
That
Gorilla.
would be a good idea,
so
yes.
I really
Now, on the topic of features,
that world,
how do
and
you
I feel
feel?
like
None of this was
something so
confirmed, but it's been
pleasant about
heavily
a
rumored and
British
suggested.
RPG,
How do you
like
feel about the
the
fact that
human
there
capture
could
in the
possibly
original
potentially be
Fable
a
game? I
Windows
just love
10
so
mode on the
much, and
Xbox
obviously
Series X?
Peter Molyneux would no longer be attached, so that changes things. But that's
I
what
think that
really,
would be a
really
step in the
want.
right direction
Also
because
really
it would
obviously
integrate
excited
like
to see
the
more
accessibility
Halo.
between
Very
PC and
curious
console
to
and
see
put it
if
into
any of the
like
Perfect
it
Dark
brings them
rumors
into
hold up,
unison.
because I also love Perfect Dark. But to get away from games hype, I really want to know more
It
about
would definitely make
xCloud.
like the accessibility
I'm
for
kind of
both
hoping that we hear a little
platforms
bit about,
really
about xCloud and
really
what they're planning to
accessible.
do with that in the future after that Game Pass.
I can,
announcement.
and I see your
Super
point on that.
exciting, So those are my big three.
Because there's
Guys,
a lot of people out there
No, I think
that
you're
are
right. There's such an interesting story there.
I
I see
around
a lot of people
what's
getting the
happening with Xbox
console,
Live,
and
with
you know
Game
most
Pass,
people
this
nowadays
idea
just
of,
buy
you
the
know,
consoles
having
just to play games.
subscription
Watch
sort
the
of
stream.
drive
I'll be
buying
right back. I
$60
need a drink. Just
games
keep
time and
watching.
Again, it seems like part of Microsoft's approach is, very Netflix-like, and that you're going to sort of get all these games games, all this content, and that'll mean big games, but also, you know, potentially smaller games that people are more likely to sample, which I think is, you know, a huge opportunity here to see a diversity of content. That, you know, there'll be some stuff for the super core gamers, but maybe some stuff that's a little broader in its appeal too. Let's talk about Halo. They've done a very good job over the past week hyping everyone up around, you know, Master Chief's return. seems like a bit of a spiritual reboot in a way of Halo. I mean, we saw the kind of key
Sorry
art
about
box
that
art
abrupt
yesterday, very
leave.
reminiscent
I had
of
to
the
go get a
original
drink, 'cause
Halo
I
Combat
couldn't.
Evolved.
I
We
needed
know
a
we're going to
drink.
see the campaign today. We saw.
I hope we
last
see
year
some
at E3, We saw
multiplayer.
kind of we've actually passed 2 E3s. We saw kind of teaser assets for Infinite. Originally, we saw kind of the engine, and then last year we saw sort of an in-game sequence, or at least rendered in engine. What do you guys? What are your hopes? What does Halo have to do? Obviously a legendary franchise. I think there's a big opportunity here for them, but it's a very competitive space with first-person action games right now. What do you want to see in a new Halo? What will convince you that Halo's back on top?
But yeah, like I
Chief,
feel like they
less
need
lock.
to do that really.
She said more Chief, less lock.
if
That's
I-
great.
I think so too. I feel like that's something that they've really focused on, and I know that they got a lot of criticism for
Perfect.
the story. And I'm actually,
Oh, speaking of lock,
from what I've
there,
heard,
it's my camera
Halo
cut out again.
Infinite's development got pushed a little bit because they reworked the narrative after people were so upset about the lock focus of the last game. Halo's an interesting one in that I don't want
Oh,
it to
it's back,
shift
okay.
too far from classic
So,
Halo because that's
and it's gone again.
sort of been with me my whole life. But I would also, same token, like a story like an ODST. I really liked the way that
Yeah,
was
sorry,
told.
you were saying
I
about
feel
lock.
like that's really unlikely. But I want a
Lock
groundbreaking
is rumored
story.
to die in
I
Halo
want
Infinite,
something
right?
that kicks me in the feels like Reach did or like ODST did. But with the lore and the nerdiness of probably a
I don't
Halo
know.
2.
There's a
big
So
rumor that he's
As
gonna
long
get
as Chief's
killed
with
in
me the
Halo
whole
Infinite.
way, I'm gonna be good though.
God, this
Yes, as you said,
stupid
very, a
camera.
focus on
Sorry, guys,
Master
I
Chief.
really
In
am. I'm
terms
not
of
trying to.
The style of gameplay, Danny, we see kind of first-person games going in different directions, with co-op, with other sort of, aspects to it. The sandbox style of Halo is something that I think people really like, the skirmishes and whatnot in the gameplay. Do you think, does that still hold up in 2020, or what do you, when you see this demo or gameplay footage, what are you going to be looking for that's going to cue to you like Halo's back?
Yeah, I think that's the big sort of question on this. When we first saw Infinite, it was around the time that big sort of shift into games as a service was happening, where games like The Division and, I mean, Destiny is obviously the sort of most obvious one. We're turning into these platforms that were getting
Nick,
catered
you
to with
might
new
wanna
content
move
over and
the,
over and over again. And obviously the word
the little
Infinite
logo
sort of
that's
implies
changing on the top
something
right a little
along
bit,
those
like lower
lines.
a little bit, just
So I'm really
we can
interested to
actually see
see,
the timer.
I actually
Halo
can't.
first
It's
came
not
around
in
with this
OBS.
sort of like soft reboot in a way,
It's
with
an
actually
external
sort of
program.
Re-emergence. I feel like it was very much a game that was pushing both single player and multiplayer, and also just a lot of interconnectivity with different types of modes and stuff. So it's
We're
always
turning the
been on
cam.
this
I hate to
sort of
do this on
bleeding
my
edge of
reaction
gameplay
stream.
design,
We're turning the camera off,
and
guys.
The other side of it that I'm really interested in is just how the Slipspace engine works, because they've had access to the hardware, or they've known what the hardware was going to be like longer
Well, the
than
important
anyone.
thing is as long as
So
we can like
really,
bring our
we always
opinions
look
and
at the
stuff
Forza.
together.
Yeah, I know, but like you won't be able to see me jump out of my chair when Halo Infinite
In the same
gameplay.
way, whatever we see from that gameplay is going to give us a real indication of just how good games can look on this system.
No, that's a great point. I think as you
I
said,
gotta get
this
a new
is
camera
hopefully
because this
gonna be
thing
the
really
high
wasn't
bar
as
of,
good as I
what we've
thought
been
it was
looking
gonna
for
be at all.
Visually,
It
in
was
terms of
supposed to
gameplay
be
and
real
experience
good,
with it.
but for
Aaron,
some
much of a Halo
odd
guy besides the
reason,
the
it
blink
is doing.
skin or something like
It's
that.
glitching
What's,
out.
what's going to convince you that this is the first-person action game to get?
Well, for me, Halo's
did you check
always
the cables
all
and stuff?
been
'Cause it could
about
be that.
multiplayer, right? So like, I was never huge for the single player campaigns. I always played online, always played with friends. And the thing that I really hope is that there's sort of like a dedication to the old style of Halo, right? Like, I feel like every game nowadays is like heroes this, heroes that, and I love Overwatch.
Yeah, I completely agree with
if we're playing
this
Halo,
guy
I
here.
want to go
Like,
back to deathmatch. I want to go back.
I feel
to
like
capture the flag,
Halo's
even
deviated
though,
too far from its original
I'm way
roots.
into that kind of gameplay. So if they can like modernize that and make it still have that sort of, like it feels new.
I mean, how
it
do you
doesn't
feel about
like,
it?
Oh, they're just re-releasing Halo or like Unreal Tournament or something. That's what I'm looking forward to. Is what can they do with multiplayer?
I'll take a re-release of
No,
Unreal Tournament.
I'm okay with things like.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think. I
Also,
think
I
the
did like
new
Halo 5
Halo is
multiplayer. I was
okay.
actually
It's not.
okay with
Though, I'm
that.
not
I'm
bashing
just
the old
more
Halo or
scared
anything, but
about
the new
kind of
Halo
like
is
you
pretty
said,
good.
Danny, that they're
I
gonna
like
make
things like
me
sprint,
a 5
clamber.
single-player
The Spartan charge was
which
a
is
bit
a very
excessive, but some of the
profitable
new
thing to
features
do.
are pretty good.
So I get why studios want to do that,
Yeah.
but I'm scared.
Yeah,
I feel
no,
like
you said
the
how
thrusters
they
and stuff were a
blend
little bit too
single
much,
and
though.
multiplayer. And it
Thrusters
sounds
were a
like
little
they're
too much.
talking about
I don't.
campaigns. I don't know if we're
I'm
even
not gonna
gonna
say
get
I
much
want
on
Halo
multiplayer,
4
so
because
just how
Halo
that's
4's
all gonna blend
multiplayer was
together
absolute
and how they're
garbage.
gonna
But in
kind of
terms
explain
of
what
like
it is, right? And
the
that's part of the thing with
abilities that a
multiplayer,
Spartan
so just how
has,
that's all
Halo
gonna
4
blend
is a
together
good.
and how
Halo
they're gonna
4 or Halo
kind of
Reach are good
explain what it
examples.
is, right? And that's part of the thing with these
Yeah.
streams. Sometimes we see lots
Granted,
of
they're
footage,
not
but then we have all
the
these
best
questions
received in
afterwards
terms of
about
the
like, well, what is
gameplay,
this?
but
What
Halo
are we
Reach
actually
is-
seeing? Is that
everyone
co-op?
wants Halo
Is it
Reach.
single player? So we will have Aaron Greenberg from Xbox is going to join us afterwards to break down.
Granted,
some of what
people
we see, and
absolutely
hopefully with
hated the game when it
information
first
in
came
the
out, but
show
now
as
it's
well,
labeled
about
as
what
one of the
they're
best
doing with
Halo
Halo.
games. So
all right, guys. Well, thanks for
Yeah,
joining
I
us.
see what they have.
We'll all watch everything
Times
together
change,
here at the
people's
top of the
opinions have
hour. We
changed.
are about 30 minutes away.
All right, let's see
from
what they
the
got in store
live
now.
Xbox game showcase. We don't know where it's going to start or where it's going to end, but the one thing we do know, Halo Infinite is going to be there, and we've got the countdown clock up there as well.
That
so,
delay is
you
not
guys
on me.
Wait with
The
us.
delay in
But
the
we've
audio
got
is not
much
on me.
more to
That's
talk
actually
about
on the
when we've got some
stream.
more world premieres to show
Yeah.
you guys. Right now, we've got an update on a game that is coming out later this year. You just saw it at Ubisoft Forward. Here's a new look at Watch Dogs Legion.
I want this. World premiere.
Ladies and gentlemen, London is fucked.
That's the best way to start a game intro.
But don't worry, we've got our best man on the case. Because if anyone can fix this mess, it's this smooth bastard super spy. Oh. Well,
Camera
looks like
turned
we're
off.
recruiting. It's a state of emergency. Move in and lock down the city. In the chaos, private armies have taken the streets.
Albion Security's contract has been extended indefinitely.
A crooked spy agency lurks in the shadows.
It's basic tradecraft. Want to sell a lie, weave it into the truth.
And organised crime has grabbed the old city by the bollocks.
The Kellys have got a human organ black market.
No, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I?
The government's literally letting Albion shoot us in the street.
You need to build a resistance. Recruit anyone in the whole city.
Anyone, including the Albion security forces, you can recruit them. I've seen it.
Hackers, hard grafters, idiots, everyday people with something to fight for. And something unique to offer.
Every single character in the entire game has a unique ability.
Or the ones you least expect.
The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm in. Welcome to the resistance.
Definitely heard that cliche before.
Faces on, guns out. It's about to get real.
Find them. Recruit them. Welcome to the resistance.
A little bit of backstory on this. I was watching I actually talked to the Watch Dogs official Twitter account before the game, when the game was first announced, and I asked, can you recruit the Albion security guards? I got a response. They said,
Infinite, and I asked
if you can,
friend of
they
mine
said
what he
you can
wants to see
try.
in a brand new Halo. You may know Ninja for many things over the past
God.
few
Oh, yeah,
years,
Ninja
but
used
he
to play
actually
Halo.
Started and
that's right.
Created quite a stir
didn't he
with
get
all
his start in
his
Halo
awesome
3 or was it Halo 2?
Gaming and gameplay.
I think it was
back in the day.
2,
So
but I'm not sure.
Without further ado, let's hear from Ninja about what he wants to see in a brand new Halo. Tyler, take it away.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm excited to see what Xbox has in store. And here's what I want.
Dear God, what's he done to his hair?
He's got an
Halo
energy sword
Infinite
and a needler
just
over there.
gave us a incredible campaign to close out.
Ninja's hair's always blue.
Classic series with a beautiful ending and a matchmaking / multiplayer system where the ranking system is unique and it works.
No skill-based matchmaking.
Really amazing, iconic maps.
Please.
I feel like a lot of people loved the Halo 1, Halo 2, and Halo 3 maps that came out They just felt so fun, whether it be super bouncing from Halo 2, nading all the weapons off and learning all that in Halo 1, and just the flow of Halo 3. It was just something so incredible. Played all of them. I love them all. And if Halo Infinite can just get that down, get some of those things down, right? Give us amazing weaponry, right? Weapon gameplay, like the Halo 1 classic pistol, the Halo 2 battle rifle, the Halo 3 battle rifle.
I don't like the Halo 3 battle rifle.
I think they
Same.
will be in a really good spot.
I mean,
And I'm
some of the
excited
guns
for
in Halo
that
3, I'll admit, weren't really that fun to use.
Awesome. Well, we'll see how much of that comes true, hopefully at the top of the hour when we get a look at Halo Infinite. Thanks to Ninja for joining us on the show. Now it is time to get to another world premiere, a net new game that you haven't heard about. And this one comes from my home country, my home province of Ontario, Canada. I saw this and got excited about just a brand new game from a smaller studio that you haven't heard about, but I think looks pretty cool. Check out this world premiere.
Are they not going to say world premiere? I just want to hear somebody say world premiere. What is this?
It's an indie title.
It is an indie title. So it's an RPG, or it has RPG mechanics at least. It's a turn-based game. In terms of combat, at least. Honestly, it looks semi-interesting. If it's in Game Pass, I might play it.
Definitely some Stranger Things vibes to that one. Echo Generation with the hockey smash.
I can agree with the Stranger Things vibes.
All right, now it's time
to
get
that's
to
exactly how I felt.
world premiere. Check this out.
Another one?
Oh, wait, we got YouTube creators, first of all. Sorry. I get so excited. I think there are more world premieres coming. We do have more coming, don't worry. But right now, actually, we're going to hear from a number of YouTube creators around the world to hear what they're looking forward to from Xbox, hopefully at the top of the hour. So let's check this out.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Garu, and I'm a content creator on YouTube. And today, I'm so much excited for this Xbox event, because with this, we are going to get ourselves the brand new Halo stuff. And I used to play Halo back in 2011 and 2012, and I just used to spend hours and hours making a map on Halo 3 than actually playing the game. Me and my friends, we used to be like, okay, let's just put that over there, let's put this over there, and literally, we used to come back from school and we used to mess around with maps and all that stuff, and it just used to be a fun game in general. Can anyone forget about the skulls? Like, we used to have to go ahead and collect them. Like, I could go in for hours on Halo, okay? Because with those skulls, we could actually go ahead and try different stuff.
I remember that.
And there used to be so many variations.
Halo 3, you had to overload the map in order to get some of the skulls.
Juggernaut, and so many game modes in general. So I'm super excited for the brand new release of this game, because especially for content creators out there, there's gonna be so much stuff to make content on. Especially, there's gonna be campaign, and plus if you guys make content on multiplayer, we can go on replay file on theater mode and capture some cool moments that we actually had in the game. So I really wish in the brand new Halo we get ourselves the co-op game mode with that, the 1v1 still remains, and all the fun game modes that we used to have in Halo 3. I still wish those still remain, because that will definitely bring back a lot of memories.
I want regular firefight back.
Hopefully you guys are excited.
Yeah, I mean, with recent Halos,
Warzone firefight is fun. Oh, I know him.
I vividly remember buying my very first Xbox. I have it right here. It is the beautiful, translucent Halo Edition Xbox. When I first saw this machine, I
my camera turned off. It's fine.
So ahead of its time, and so many great AAA games as well as hidden gems.
I give my left arm for that console.
Well, this was my machine of choice right here. I have the special edition E3 2005 faceplate on here. And check this out. This was back when you had to have an external Wi-Fi adapter. It wasn't built into the machine, but man, I have so many great memories playing.
I used to have that. Did you have that back in the day, or?
My dad did.
I'll admit I was a bit late to the party on that one, but I eventually did pick up the Xbox One X. You see the Gears edition here. And I have to say,
My dad had that. By the time I got mine, they had already upgraded to the second edition black model.
Amazing on it. And so, from what I've seen so far of the Xbox Series X, it appears that Microsoft's going all in on powerful hardware.
And then my first, so it was weird. My original, I say it's my Xbox, but it wasn't mine. It was my dad's. It was that pretty much that exact white one right there, but it didn't have the E3 2005 faceplate. It red ringed. So we got another one, and that one red ringed. And we got another one, and that one also red ringed. And then we got the black one. And my camera turned off again.
Yeah, I had a similar situation when I first got the 360. The first one I got at Christmas, just red rings. Second one, same thing. The third one, which I got in 2009, which I still have to this day, believe it or not, it still works, is the arcade one.
And then I got the Elite at my mom's house and or the Slim at my mom's house and the Elite at my dad's house. And then the Xbox One came out, I got that. My dad got his Xbox One in 2013, I didn't get mine until 2015. We didn't exactly have a lot of money at the time. He actually didn't even buy his. His mother bought it for him as a surprise Christmas present.
Hey, Summer Game Fest audience, Lamar Wilson here, and here are the 5 games that I'm looking forward to them announcing today. So the first one is Halo.
When it comes to me, I think,
Halo 5.
from what I remember, I bought mine with my money, I think. I went half
Then there's a new game from Rare called Everwild. It just looks amazing and breathtaking. I have no idea what the game's about, but I want to see it. Number 3, I definitely want to see a Gears 6. This is going to be a game really about revenge and taking a horde out at the center, at the literal core, hopefully for the final time. Now, number 4, since we're talking about Gears, why not a Lego's Gears Saga? You know, they did the Funko Pop thing on mobile, but what about Lego?
Near the end of 2018, I got
I
an
would
Xbox
actually
One
like
X
to play that, so they need to announce that today. Now, finally, Cuphead 2.
I
know. Now, Cuphead 1 tore me a new one. It's one of the most unforgiving games ever, but for some reason, I just want more. Why do I want more? Man, am I crazy? Yes. Yes, I am.
Lamar, fully decked out in his Xbox gear, ready for the show. And it was so cool to have gamers from around the world joining us from India and Mexico and obviously here in the United States, because one of the things I think we found this year more than ever is that games bring us together, and people are watching all around the world. So I want to say hello to everyone watching this special event, where hopefully we're all just going to be excited about games as we watch through it. And the stream is coming up in about 18 minutes. You can watch it live right here on this feed. We're going to go right into it, and then immediately afterwards, we've got our exclusive post show with guests, some of the developers featured in the showcase, and Aaron Greenberg from Xbox will be joining us to answer questions, and we'll also have some creators join us as well to grade, see how Xbox did based on our expectations, and we'll also do a poll on Twitter, so make sure to vote on that. But right now, it is time to get to another world premiere. This is a sequel to a game that if you watch YouTube Let's Plays and YouTube gaming videos, you've probably seen. Check this out.
World premiere. Let's get it, boys. What is this world premiere gonna be? Hello, neighbor. They're making a second Hello Neighbor?
Well, why does this not surprise me?
I got nothing against the first game, I just didn't expect them to ever make a second one. What are you doing?
Wait.
You're gonna get caught up there. He's dead. Nope.
I don't think that was something you could do in the first one.
No. I'm sorry, what? He's gonna chase you out of the house? He got him, he's dead. Wow. I mean, I might play it.
There it is. Hello, Neighbor 2. And we've got some more games still to come, and we are 14 minutes away from the start of the showcase from Xbox. It's going to last almost exactly 1 hour. So there'll be an hour showcase in 15 minutes and then our post-show afterwards. But right now, we're going to take a look at the ID at Xbox program, a great program this week, actually. If you're on Xbox, there's a Summer Game Fest demo event, over 70 games that you can download and preview for free.
I actually was going to sign up to the ID Xbox program, but they require you to have a legal business in order to sign up. I want to start developing my own games, so I have somebody helping me set up a business right now. I'm going to start making my own games.
Circumstances where we don't have big consumer events to go and play games. But right now, let's take a look at ID at Xbox, and there are some glimpses of some new games in here as well. Check it out.
World premiere.
I really wish Jeff Sticer would have announced those.
I know. All of these are indie games. None of these are big studios. That's the whole point of ID at Xbox.
I certainly know how to demonstrate in a professional way.
That's steep. Mad Streets. I'll play some indie games.
There you go, Shredder's snowboarding game. I missed my SSX, so that one looks really good. And lots of great games coming to the ID at Xbox program.
I'll play some indie games.
All right, now,
we haven't played any games since the Xbox Indie Marketplace on Xbox 360.
To show you, this comes from a legendary game creator, and when I saw this and the journey he wants to take us on with this game, I was really excited and honored to have the opportunity to share this with you. So. This is a bit of a longer piece, but it takes you into the world of a brand new game from a special creator in Japan. Please check this out.
World premiere. That's not Hideo Kojima. No, it's not. Okay. I thought that might have been Hideo Kojima.
I was just thinking that.
That would have been cool, though. He's mainly a PlayStation guy, but that would have been cool.
そしてここにいる昔ソニックやナイツを一緒に作った大島直人と20年ぶりにタッグを組んでアクションゲームを作っています。中さんがスクエアエニックスに行くと知った時はびっくりしました。僕も驚いたよ。しかしこうしてまた一緒にタッグを組んでゲームを作れること、そして僕たちの得意とするゲーム作りとスクエアエニックスが得意とする物語や音楽とが合わさり、誰も体験したことのない新しいゲームを世界中の皆様にお届けできることを とても嬉しく思います。今日僕たちが皆様にお届けするのはアクションゲームのすべてを詰め込んだアクションゲームオブアクションゲーム、バランワンダーワールドです。アクションゲームにミュージカルの世界観を持ち込んでボタン一つでたくさんの衣装能力を使い進んでいくゲームになります。苦悩や葛藤、人は誰しもがポジティブな気持ちとネガティブな気持ちのバランスを保ちながら生きています。
See, the Japanese are so wholesome when they talk about when they make games. Like over here in America, it's just endless gore, violence, and death, and then they're making stuff like this.
様々なアクションを駆使して進んでいきます。アクションの一つ一つが
Now, granted, there is Metal Gear Solid, which is pretty much the most American you can get from a Japanese game.
True, but at the same time, the story's quite deep.
Yeah, but like, it's still a lot of especially the Phantom Pain, just a lot of mindless shooting.
本作は24言語に対応予定です。Xbox One.
Is it though? Because technically you're supposed to, sneak around everywhere.
You're supposed to sneak around everywhere, but when they give you a tank, I don't really think you're gonna sneak around.
True.
When they give you access to a high-powered, armored tank, I don't really think you're gonna sneak around.
But then again, though, would you consider like MGS5 an MGS game generally? Because it's not really.
It's not like any other games, no. It's still good though.
Balan Wonderworld, a strange and mysterious land that you visit when you come to a turning point in life.
This looks like Sonic mixed with Final Fantasy.
Kind of, yeah. I'm guessing the premise of this game is whenever whenever your life can go in two different directions, you come here to decide whether you choose the good or the bad outcome. That's just my personal guess based on what I've seen and heard.
Unlocking unique actions and abilities.
Ooh, hang on. I think this might be a platformer.
I don't know, he said it was an action game. Sorry, I'm trying to get rid of a fly. It got in when I came home last night.
Yeah, this looks like something like Banjo-Kazooie / Yooka-Laylee and all that.
That is a very wholesome message. I don't like wholesome games, okay? I like Doom. I'm an evil human being, don't ask.
Discover what's most precious.
Then again, who doesn't?
You'd be surprised. A lot of Christian mothers don't like Doom. And I'm Christian.
Balan Wonderworld. Every moment is an adventure.
While we're on the topic of Doom, you do realize that is the most Christian game you can physically play, right? You are literally invading hell and killing all of the demons.
You've got a point.
There it is, the announcement of Balan Wonderland.
Not my take, not my style.
Special and important
but I can see the appeal for games like that.
Nakasan and Square Enix for sharing that world premiere announcement with us here on the pre-show. There's even more good stuff though coming up at the top of the hour. We are just 6 minutes away.
I'm really tempted to make a Halo
so we're
reference
going to
right
have
now, but
another
I'm
group
join
us here as we count down in the final 5 minutes. We got Matt Pat joining us
Hi.
live from the Game Theorist headquarters.
It's over.
I know
I
him.
can check out right now. I am sold. Balan Wonderworld number
Of course
one game.
you would.
Over Stand Aside Halo
God,
Infinite.
not this.
That was what
Sorry,
I actually don't have a problem
I
with
was
Matt
pretty
Patton,
excited when we
but
got that. I'm like, okay, this pre-show is going to be pretty good.
I mean, I
that's
used to
an
like his
exciting
content,
announcement.
but
yeah, just to have those guys
it's
back
just
doing
not
that.
as
So
interesting
yeah,
as
I
it
agree
used
with
to
you,
be.
Matt Pat. All right, we've also got JD Witherspoon joining us.
I don't know you.
What's up, Ron? How you
I've
doing?
seen you open. I've seen you open an Xbox. That's about it.
Countdown for the showcase.
I want your helmet.
I'm ready to put my helmet on and get it going, but I'm like, let's talk real quick.
I was gonna say we got 5 minutes, and joining us also is Allegra Frank from Vox. Allegra, how you doing?
Oh, I want the helmet so bad.
Really good
So do
now.
I.
Like after Balan Wonderland, I'm with Matt. Yo, that's it.
Not my
That's the
favorite
end of the
armor,
show
but
for
I'd
me.
still get that helmet.
We done. Yeah, no, it's nice, happy, uplifting. We need a game like that. So that was a pretty good way to end the pre-show, and hopefully means there's even more big surprises coming in the main show. And let's talk about this. You guys are going to join us afterwards as well to react to what we see. So let's kind of get the preview. Balan Wonderland, but what else? What do you guys? Let me put it this way. What does Microsoft need to do to get an A from you?
While we got a few
watching
minutes.
this conference.
One
So
thing I
what's it
really
gonna
hope would
take?
be a
Let's start
nice
with you, Matt.
customization choice
Yeah.
is
I mean,
like
to me,
Elite.
having
Sorry,
like,
what?
no, not for Halo specifically, just
Oh.
on the X.
Sorry, I'm gonna keep saying that until it's confirmed or denied that we can play as elites.
Same dude, same. One thing I really hope they do with the Series X is have like a theme for like the older consoles.
Like we saw for the earlier Xbox generations,
Like a dashboard
that
theme?
big, like obelisk that you're buying with Xbox Series X. Balan Wonderland or Balan Wonderworld might have sold it for me. It looks like exactly the sort of game that I need in 2020.
I'm trying to think about customization options for the Series X. They could do anything, man. Have you seen some of the fan-made customizations for that thing? They could take the entire shell off and put a brand new shell on that has different designs.
Pre-show, I like it.
Yeah,
Already,
I mean, like,
already high marks.
imagine if you
JD,
could,
what's,
imagine when you
we
boot
know
up,
we're
you
gonna
have
see
the
Halo.
options
Seems like
between
you're
like choosing the
sufficiently hyped if
360
you've got your Master
dashboard
Chief
or like
helmet.
the original Xbox
What's it gonna
dashboard
take
and
to get
stuff.
an A from you?
While I would like that, there would be so many features that we use on today's dashboard that are missing. There would be so many features on today's dashboard that are missing. For example, things like Twitch. Where would you put that on the original Xbox dashboard?
I remember that they did the gameplay mixed in with cutscenes, and then I mean,
friends.
I believe we talked about Fable a little bit earlier. I believe Fable 4 would be great.
If they could, I mean, now they don't have to use the exact same dashboard. They could edit it, but as long as it looks similar, I'm okay with it. But I don't really know. I kind of sort of like what we have right now with the more Windows 10 looking UI. It's trying to unify the Xbox brand by saying, because Xbox's stance on Xbox is Xbox isn't a console. It's not a console. It's a platform. It's not one specific console. It's like a people.
I know you're excited about Balan.
Xbox goes everywhere. PC, phones, Xboxes. It doesn't matter.
Right. I mean, everything that's excited me in the pre-show is pretty much what I would
Actually,
also
that's
want
a good
in the
question.
Post-show, which is interesting, sort of inventive, newer IP. Like
what do you think they're going to do with backwards compatibility?
Halo nerd.
They already announced everything is going to everything on the Xbox One is going to be backwards compatible, and then they're going to have at launch they're going to have the same backwards compatibility as the Xbox One. They might add more games at some point, but at launch they're going to have the same games as the Xbox One in terms of backwards compatibility. And I don't know if this is going to be at launch or how long it's going to take. All games will have smart delivery.
And a good emphasis on that because it really brings an interesting amount of diversity to
just a brief
Xbox. But
what
in
is
general, I like
smart
to be
delivery?
really surprised.
Smart delivery allows you to play your old games
Final
on the new
Fantasy
Xbox hardware
exclusive that's
with
making
enhanced
its way
settings.
onto the Xbox. For the first time.
So,
or just
well,
some
not
game
smart
we've
delivery. I'm
never
sorry, that's
heard
the
of
wrong
before
term.
from some
Backwards
small
compatibility. Smart
studio.
delivery is if I bought
That's
Halo
always
Infinite for the Xbox One,
Also,
it
Keanu
would also
Reeves,
work on the
if he shows
Series
up
X.
again, I mean, that
That's
would be
smart delivery.
really
That's my bad. It's gonna have backwards compatibility for all Xbox One
You
games.
never know. I think he's in.
And then the newer ones are gonna have smart delivery.
Virtual, so anyone can. This thing is this year anyone can show up because around
just
the
call
world we
them
can connect
in.
people. And it's so different.
You can call me. I'd like to.
with
I'd
you
like to be.
guys,
Hi, Joe.
5,000 people at the Microsoft Theater.
You can call me. I want to be there.
But we are
just
literally just
hello.
about a minute away here from going live. You guys are
Put
gonna
the helmet
join
on,
us
dude. Do it.
afterwards. You've got your Master Chief helmet.
Do it.
And I want to thank everyone for joining us exclusively here on YouTube for the pre-show for
That's
the
because you guys
Xbox
got rid of
event.
Mixer, although it's still there.
It's going to be about 2 minutes until we go. So maybe one last quick rapid fire here. JD's got his.
Oh, dude! Imagine they got Steve Downs to do some of the presentation.
Halo Infinite. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Mixer is still. By the way, I'm looking right now. Mixer is still here.
Else is kind of icing on the cake.
Is it just for today?
You want something
no,
the presentation.
It's gonna be Halo, which for
I have no idea.
Really
The presentation's not on Mixer.
I need a bathroom break, so.
In fact, I think I'm the only person. I think I'm the only person on Mixer who is actually doing. Oh no, I'm sorry. There's another guy doing the Xbox showcase.
We got Balin, and yeah,
there's only two guys.
And they've been very quiet. They've just
there's like 3 people total doing the showcase. There's no official showcase on there. It's pretty much dead, but it's still active. You can still go on the website. You can still stream.
Everwild, Psychonauts. Those are games that we know they're making that hopefully we'll have updates
I'm live there right now,
I
surprisingly.
know for a fact there will be.
Even though I said I wouldn't go live there anymore because it was going to be dead, it let me go live, so I'm live over there.
Well, Matt, JD, Allegra, thanks for joining us. You guys are going to be with us afterwards. We're going to react to the press conference, see how Microsoft did, and then we're going to have some guests, some of the developers and some of the games featured in the show. We're going to have interviews with them and Xbox.
You need to have an interview about Halo Infinite. There's some things I got to know.
To break down some of the news. So enjoy it. Watch it live here. The Xbox Games Showcase, an hour of games right here on YouTube.
Here we go.
I really hope Mario O'Donnell's part of the soundtrack for this.
Peggy 18. This is just the console reveal. What?
I could not be more excited.
Oh.
This is like Xbox Christmas. Oh.
Where's the actual... There we go.
The Mjolnir exosuit is now complete.
We're already getting into Halo?
Dude.
Grappling hook. Called it.
Though this technology will save humanity in the war to come.
I called it. There's a grappling hook.
I must remind myself. Liquid crystal cannot rise on its own. Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of extinction.
1-7.
Armor cannot hope. It all means nothing.
Without the person.
Until you step inside.
Become. Become what? Become Halo. What? Please tell me that's available to play. Please tell me we can play that.
Am I dead already? I must be. I mean, this is a punishment, right? Yep, this is death. No! No! No, 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 no! This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on, Chief.
Chief doesn't ever hold on. That's kind of sort of why a bunch of people died in the first game.
No! No! You! I can't stand this! Who you are? Breathe. No! You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything! We're... Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh! I'll be safe!
Oh.
Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the Banished.
You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw clone wars over there. I'm going to dig through them and find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war, we get away from here. Far away.
Wait here.
Oh.
He's got the Halo Reach sight, look.
Let me
He's got the Halo Reach ammo counter.
Cannons
there goes
first.
my camera.
When I get back, we can
Wait,
look.
his chest plate's changed.
Together.
No, that's the same one they showed that's the same one they showed before.
Okay, big guy.
I told you there was a grappling hook. Why is my goddamn Kinect doing this?
Dude.
I'm not going to use that control scheme, but... Yeah, I told you it's got the Halo Reach ammo.
They still have minute markers. That's cool.
There we go.
I'm starting to get Combat Evolved vibes right now.
It looks real good. It looks so much better than Halo 5. It got a map. It's free roam. Just like we all thought, it's free roam. Based on the map, it's free roam. The whole game's free roam.
Oh god, please tell me it's not going to be like MGS5.
What do you mean?
In terms of like, you know, side missions and shit.
There probably will be side missions, but you don't have to do any of them. But based on the map and the way that the gameplay is working right now, and it did just rush him into a mission, and the whole thing's free roam. That's a nice looking Magnum. Look at the Elite.
Not sure how to feel about the Mag.
What is that? He's right. Okay, it has sprint. The game has sprint. That's okay. I like sprint.
Is it limited though?
What?
Words.
It's got armor abilities. That's nice. Oh wait, you can slide too. Told you it was a grappling hook. This is looking so good. What kind of weapon is that?
Is that a spiker?
No, that's completely new. Why does that look like Minecraft over there?
Yeah, that looks like a spiker to me.
No, that's a brand new weapon, I'm telling you. It didn't look anything like a spiker. The game looks so good. I'm gonna be playing this for years to come. Dude, that's a banished ship. That looks so cool. That is a burst fire weapon. Hey look, we have the original sounds back finally. What did he just pick up? The pulse carbine. What? Never heard of a pulse carbine before. No, a pulse carbine. Mauler. We know what that is. Grapple up time. What is the Mauler? I never understood. Is it like a shotgun or?
Yeah, it's like a shotgun pistol.
It's got like a grenade launcher looking ammo, but it shoots like a shotgun, and I don't know how that works.
No, you can do that?
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Oh, we got new shotguns. Let's go. I'm gonna love this game. I just wish they had both the old elites and the new elites in the game. Because I do like the new elites. I do feel like the new elites have a place in Halo.
Yeah, I've never forget this is only like an early concept.
They're probably not, because most of the fan base doesn't like them. Even though they exist canonically. And that's nothing to change that. Well, Chief, you done fucked up.
UNSC lost this war months ago. Your people are broken, scattered, hunted, defeated.
Oh, no.
By me. I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it wasn't. We are one step ahead, always. The ring is already under our control.
Not for long.
Soon, the auditorium as well. The Harbinger and the Banished share the same goal. We fight together to honor the will of Atriox.
So Atriox is dead.
Is it?
He didn't die in Halo Wars 2, but they said to honor the will of Atriox, so he died. He didn't die in Halo Wars 2, though.
I don't believe that.
We never got the... Oh, no, that's right. They lost contact with Atriox.
This is my last fight. A true test.
That's right, I forgot. In Halo Wars 2, we destroyed their communication systems in any way for them to get off the planet, so no one knows that Atriox is still alive.
Set a fire in
They all
your
think he's dead.
hearts,
I forgot
Spartan.
about that.
Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Die well.
You're going to die when I'm finished with you. Yes. I want it now.
We hope you enjoyed your first look at Halo Infinite's campaign. I'm incredibly proud of the team at 343.
I want it now,
And we're thrilled
right
to
now.
share
Give me a
hint
demo,
of the
something.
epic
Let me
battles
play
that await
something,
you
a
on
beta,
the next chapter of
something.
Master Chief's journey.
Blown.
This is the most ambitious campaign we've ever created at 343. For the first time, players will have the freedom to explore a mysterious new Halo ring that's several times larger than our last two Halo games combined. Halo Infinite has been built from the ground up to take full advantage of Xbox Series X. Bigger battles, epic vistas, more complex visual effects, displayed with 10 times the processing power per pixel of Halo 5. This will be running at a flawless 60 frames per second and will allow us to bring the Halo ring to life
Or
in ways that
120
have
on
never been
the
possible
Series X.
before. We look forward to sharing even more about Halo Infinite in the coming months, including the first look at multiplayer. And now, please enjoy a glimpse of what others in the Xbox Game Studios family have been working on.
Thank you. Now give me a beta.
World premiere.
Hey, he said it. He said it.
Hang on, I'm still like a few seconds behind.
Sorry. A wolf. What is this? That Halo got me hyped though. Oh my god.
Yeah, they weren't kidding when they said they were bringing it back into like keeping it modern.
What the hell is this? State of Decay 3! Oh, dude, bet. I love 2 and the first one.
Welcome, everyone, to the Xbox Game Showcase.
Hi, Phil.
Today, we're showing games from 9 of our 15 Xbox game studios, including unveils of 5 new first-party games. What you will see today is how Xbox game studios are harnessing their passions to bring their dreams to life. We believe that how you find and play your games is as important as the device you play them on. Xbox Game Pass is the best way to discover and play, and we want you to be able to experience as many great games as possible. So Game Pass members, you can play every game you see today from your subscription or free to play. These games will look and play best on Xbox Series X, delivering unmatched fidelity, performance, precision, and immersion. And we've designed the most consistently powerful next-generation console. And we've built state-of-the-art platform technology
There's a look at the
to allow
inside, although I've
every
already
developer
seen what the inside
to
looks
realize
like.
their full vision. One studio that has always pushed the limits of our hardware is Turn 10. And they're early in development on the next Forza Motorsport.
Forza Motorsport
and Xbox Series X is bringing them closer to their dream of unprecedented realism with ray tracing and native 4K
Holy
resolution,
crap, those cars look
all
so good.
at 60 frames per second. The trailer you're about to see was captured completely in-engine.
World premiere.
This is gonna be Forza Motorsports 8. I like the Horizon games. The Motorsports games are fun. I prefer the free roam aspect of the Horizon games, but I do enjoy a good traditional racing game. I know why they didn't. I personally know why they didn't. Oh, they're just calling it Forza Motorsport. Oh, that's strange. I know why they didn't do what I wanted them to do, but I really wish 343 would have given us a demo to play of Infinite.
Yeah, I think that would be a nice thing to do, because...
Like, give us the demo you were just playing.
Like, you think back to the old days, they used to have demos of the original games, right?
This is that new game from Rare they were talking about. Finally, Rare's doing something.
But only a few truly feel it.
I hope they bought WB Montreal. That would have been cool.
In every step of a perilous journey. In the symmetry of ritual. In the bonds we share.
I did not think they were going to start with Halo.
No.
And in moments of stillness. It teaches us to look beyond the expected. To be a light in dark places. To seek answers. And to stand watch over our world. Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it.
Looks interesting. Probably not going to play it. I mean, it isn't Game Pass, so I'll probably give it a look just because it's free. Every game that's being shown today is in Game Pass. Every single one.
Everwild will give to you a magical and untamed natural world for you to explore and to just truly lose yourself in. It's a place to be eternal. And Eternal has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through nature and connects every living thing. The team here at Rare are so excited to be working on something like Everwild, and I hope you're excited too. But I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support and love, and for the incredible, awesome, positive community that's already growing around this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Rare is such a weird studio because on one hand they make wholesome games like that, and then they made Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Whoa, I just got hit with a flood of memories.
Love you, Mom.
You seeing what I'm seeing?
Mom?
Allison?
Yeah.
Well, then again, that was before they got acquired by Microsoft.
It doesn't matter.
I know, but still.
That they don't believe us.
We all believed that what happened that night was self-defense. But we couldn't be sure.
It doesn't matter that they kept us apart.
Brother, sister, we look out for each other.
It doesn't matter that finding the truth feels impossible.
We're all done with fairy tales.
The only thing that matters is you're my brother.
This is a Life is Strange type game.
And the only way to move forward is to keep looking back.
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional. Everything we thought we knew about Marianne just got thrown out the window.
She loved you. She attacked you. We both saw it.
I thought coming here would be closing a chapter of our lives.
Nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice, son.
I can't do this. Stop!
Huh. My camera died, but that actually, like, that's not a bad concept for a game.
I can't remember what that reminds me of.
Moon Studios? I think I know a game.
Hey everyone. My name is Gennady.
I'm
the co-founder and director of technology at Moon Studios. Today we're very excited to tell you that we're working on a very, very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically for Xbox Series X. We are now at a time where we can reach levels of fidelity and frame rates previously absolutely impossible on any console. An already gorgeous game like Ori can now run at 120 Hz refresh rate in full 4K HDR in its highest quality, delivering unprecedented game feel with silky smooth animation,
so much on 60,
super crisp, sharp image,
in real
and
time.
low input latency, which is just so important for the tight and precise platforming feel of this game.
Feels like it's slowed down.
We can also boost the immersion in different spaces in our world by using premium audio tech that we previously just could not simulate in real time. And with all of this crazy hardware power, we can give our players more options with how they want to play our game. We can't wait for all of you to experience this very special version of Ori coming to Xbox Series X with smart delivery later this year.
Private Division. I have never heard of them, but I know they're an Xbox studio, obviously. Wait!
From the furthest reaches of the universe comes the biggest mystery in the galaxy.
An abandoned research facility, and now shady corporate intrigue.
Marvel of the Gorgon asteroid.
I thought Obsidian Studios made this game.
full of salacious secrets.
So why is it a
and
different
scandalous
studio name then?
strangers.
Greetings,
It's gotta be
attractive
like
patron.
prequel
You
sequel
are
or
looking downright unlovable
The new
today.
one just came, the first one just
With
came
the
out
right
though,
kind
like
of case.
a
He
year ago.
wanted us to develop a miracle drug.
Can put you on the
I thought it
wrong
was
side of a
29.
gun.
Oh no, it came to Game Pass.
Or sword. Or this thing. Thrills. Danger. Intrigue.
A word of advice before you go, Captain?
A copy of this game for the
Trust
Xbox
no
One, and I haven't touched it.
It's fun. Trust me when I tell you, it feels like Fallout, but in space.
What will you find on Gorgon?
This summer, strive together to thrive together. Or just feed your friend to the spiders and go solo.
There we go. We're good. Was that a Battletoad? That was a giant Battletoad stick.
It is.
That was a giant Battletoad figure. Alright, we're going to Obsidian.
At Obsidian, we're dedicated to pushing narrative and role-playing games.
Sorry
It's
about
something
that,
we
guys.
do every
OBS
day when
just
we come to
crashed.
the office, and we can't wait for you to
Because
play
of
our next
course,
great
I'm
adventure,
trying to do
Peril
something
and
and
Gorgon. It's
the
the first
software
of
just
2
dies.
planned story expansion packs for the Outer Worlds that we're putting together with our friends
Okay,
from the
so it's
private
an
division.
expansion pack.
Now, it's also important that we continue to evolve how we tell stories in games,
I
and
wonder
Grounded
what
is the
took them
perfect
so long
example
to
of
make
that.
this.
The team has been working for the last 2 years on how to tell an Obsidian story within a survival game. Now, what's great is that you're going to be able to play the game on July 28th on Xbox Game Preview and on Steam Early Access. We want to hear from you, and we want to continue to build Grounded together. Oh yeah, if you've been wondering, we have been working on that next big Obsidian RPG. Check this out.
World premiere.
World premiere. Sorry that the camera keeps turning off. I don't know how to fix that.
Alright, let's see what this Obsidian got.
We have always known war. It forged our empire. Turned heroes into queens and kings. And decimated our foes.
What do they got in
Now
store?
our oaths are lost. Forsaken.
What is this?
And you must face the monsters.
Why does that look like Doctor
sins have
Strange? Like the whole magic thing.
Skyrim. Worth the weight.
I know, but like the symbols that appeared on his hand when he did that. I can't read what it says. Avowed. That actually looks like that actually looks interesting. I'm definitely gonna have to play that.
Avowed is an expansive first-person RPG set in the fantasy world of Eora. When Obsidian Entertainment joined Xbox Game Studios, they told us that this epic game is the one they want to make. As creators of critically acclaimed RPGs, this is Obsidian at their best. And it
I
is
think
being
Fallout
built
New
from the
Vegas was
ground
Obsidian
up
at their
to
best.
take full advantage of the power
Yeah, I think that was
of
like
Xbox Series
their
X.
best RPG.
At Xbox Game Studios, we also work with independent
I know a lot of
developers,
people would say now,
always
oh,
with the
Outer
goal
Worlds is
of
their best
empowering
RPG,
them
but
to bring
me,
their
Fallout New
ideas
Vegas
to
is
life.
probably their peak.
I'm excited to announce our work with Interior Night, a new studio led by some of the most talented storytellers in our industry. Let's meet Caroline Marshall, studio head of Interior Night, to debut their original game.
All right, where are we going? London.
Bonjour, I'm Caroline from Interior Night.
I thought we were in London, not
Our team
France.
is really passionate about interactive storytelling.
Sorry, that was
Because
mean.
when you play a story, You step into the character's shoes. You get to experience their fears, their hopes, their conflicts firsthand. And in the process, you learn more about yourself. And this is quite powerful. Our first game spans 30 years in the American Southwest. It's a story about family, resilience, and sacrifice. But most of all, it's about how you will shape the fate of real, flawed people trying to find their way in a world they don't fit in. I hope you enjoyed the trailer.
So wait, somebody in Europe is making a game about America, which is being okay. Let's just watch it.
Fortune, smile and fade. I haven't seen you much of late. I need you now, cannot wait. But when I look, you're not around.
We were on our way to start a new life that summer. For our family, it was just a stopover.
I love the Irish style.
For mine, it was the end of the road.
They stole money, they robbed the bank.
Now!
Or they robbed the...
The sun went down on all of us that day. Was it fate?
You know what the style reminds me of?
Coincidence?
It reminds me of those cutscenes they used for Black Ops 2.
It was a long-forgotten secret.
Yeah, it kind of does, but it also kind of gives me a Life is Strange type vibe.
All my life, I've been scared of the shadows. But now, I'm finally ready to step into the light. I got your letters.
That's Dawson Falls. Interesting. Gives me a Life is Strange type vibe. Might play it. Another
Here
game.
at Ninja Theory, we're hard at work on all of our projects, including Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, which we announced at the Game Awards back in December. An incredible 3.5 million players have now experienced Senua's story in Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. We're excited to start giving you an insight into what comes next.
I might actually play the first one, that way I can play the second one. An experience that we'll be
building in Unreal Engine 5 for Xbox Series X and PC. I'm happy to reveal today that Senua's Saga will be set in the beautiful country of Iceland.
Iceland is actually really green.
And you can find out more about our location scouting and how we've discovered the history of our setting in a brand new behind-the-scenes development diary, which you can view straight after the show on the Ninja Theory YouTube channel. It's been so touching to see the impact that Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice has had on so many players.
There goes the camera.
And we're incredibly thankful to all of the fans that have been part of Senua's story so far. And we're excited for you to be part of our development journey from here on out.
This is not a world premiere. See if that worked.
Do you want to say hi to Peter? He's on the line
what?
here.
Peter, he's been sitting there the whole time? Hey, who wrote the song?
Peter.
Oh, Peter. Fantastic work. Love the song.
Very much.
It's going to be fun to sing it. Now it's time to rock. Shall we start rocking?
The camera is now lagging, so it's not working. It's just lagging now.
Probably been a long time
It's
since
the new Psychonauts game.
I hope you don't mind popping.
Yeah.
No way.
There we go.
Where are we?
Shh. It's a quiet place.
Lost alone, neither skin nor bone,
Just a thought is all I've got. Now my cover's low. At the bottom of a lake, a frozen feeling. When my friends pulled me back up, I started healing. To this rhyme, and I can smell the universe, and I can taste the sky, and I can see each molecule through my cosmic eye.
Sorry about that, guys.
Senses are the magic keys. They fill the holes I've had, unlocking all my memories, which I never
But yes, that is Psychonauts 2. We still got 30 minutes, boys, and then we get on to the post-show. So stay tuned for a lot of more games.
We can't wait for you to experience the amazing games built by Xbox Game Studios. And there is just so much more for you to play on Xbox. We are partnering with thousands of creators, from the largest publishers to the smallest independent developers, to bring you the broadest variety of games ever. There is one developer in particular that is close to us, not just geographically, but in history too.
Dang it.
I'm thrilled to announce
Bungie's
that this
back!
fall, our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to Xbox Series X and
Bungie's
Xbox
partnering with
Game Pass.
Xbox again. For
If
the
you
first
are one
time since
of the
Halo
more than
Reach.
10 million Game Pass subscribers, you also get access to all current Destiny 2 expansions starting this September. For Game Pass Ultimate members, Destiny 2 will also be playable on mobile from the cloud.
If both 343 and
Later this
Bungie
year,
decide
Bungie will also
together on
release
both their own
a new
projects.
version of Destiny 2 that is optimized for Xbox Series X. 4K resolution running at 60 frames per second. Here's an all-new look at Bungie's Destiny 2
Oh, nice. I
Beyond
don't gotta
Light.
buy the new DLC now. You get to control the darkness in this DLC.
I've seen terrible things born out in the darkness.
I want this
Every
so
moment
much.
brings them closer. It's time to step beyond the light.
I could never really get into Destiny. Like, what's your favorite stuff in Destiny?
Destiny is good. You need to.
Yeah, 'cause a couple of my other friends I think here and there, they're always like snapping Destiny 2.
Such a good game. Destiny 2 Beyond Light Game Pass. Nice! I had a
This
feeling
is
with it when I saw
Destiny
all
2
the
that you can play
trailers on
any way you want,
Bungie,
thanks
on
to
Bungie's
Xbox
Twitter
Game Pass.
with the Xbox
Some
logo
of
in
the
them. I
world's
had a
most
feeling they
inspired
partnered with
developers
Xbox
are
again.
working on games for Xbox Series X. and we're
Bungie's
just
back
honored
with
to be
Xbox
able
for the
to
first time since
collaborate
Halo
with them.
Reach.
Xbox Series X will empower both new and experienced creators to bring the future of games to life like never before. Unique perspectives, unexpected innovations, and fresh voices that demand to be heard and that we can't wait for you to discover. all of the games you're about to see are being built to launch exclusively on Xbox consoles. Thanks and enjoy.
World premiere.
World premiere.
I called it before it even happened. Console launch exclusive. Nice, we got another exclusive game. What is this? What is this? This has got a very creepy vibe to it, and I like it. What is it? What? What the hell is this? Stalker 2. I had never even heard of the first one. I'd say it looks interesting, but I never even heard of it.
World premiere.
I've heard of Stalker over the years, but I never really like
console exclusive. What's this one gonna be? The Terminator. No, not the Terminator. I thought it was a Terminator game. That's what it looked like. What the hell is this then? What are those guys? Those guys are like the Wolfenstein Nazis.
I mean, I was thinking.
My Lord
At the same time, I started thinking like
I've reached a term of
almost like
prime
stormtroopers
and begun our
almost.
investigations. Our recon squad has been sent into sub-level 6 of the Hive to determine the full extent of the unrest.
I didn't know Warhammer made first-person shooter games. I thought Warhammer was like a medieval
I'll
type
know
because I played
more
Vermintide and Vermintide 2. Warhammer 40,000 Darktide. Warhammer Darktide 2021 Game Pass. Okay, I didn't know Warhammer made games like that.
Premiere.
World premiere. Nice. They keep on coming with these exclusives, man.
When you were born, something changed. My heart could not contain the miracle of this world and all that it creates. With every passing day, the winds might grow stronger and carry us away, but we will hold on to joy to light the way, to keep the reminder that love does not escape. I'm yours forever. There is no end in sight for us, nothing could measure.
Yeah, this is like Tetris. I know what this is. I think. Yeah. I know what this is. Is that one? Wait, is this Tetris? Wait, is this Tetris 99? Or is this that other Tetris game? It's not. Wait, maybe I don't know what this is. What? Tetris Effect. Okay, so yeah, that is what it is. I thought that's what it was, Tetris Effect. That's the one Tetris game that you can actually play in VR, and it's like really fast paced, and you can get like dodeca Tetrises. It's weird. World premiere. That's already on PlayStation, but I guess the new version's coming to the Xbox.
Approaching orbit. Scans a no-go.
They're adding a multiplayer, and it's a brand new engine and stuff. Well, you don't really need much for Tetris. I'm not saying that.
What we got? Another good-for-nothing space rock?
Wow. Hold on, let me check.
Why does it sound like Sarah Palmer?
I was just thinking that.
Find anything good?
Vex, you're not gonna believe this. Ouch! What the?
Up, Spartans. This is Warzone Firefight. That's all I can think of when I hear that voice. The Gunk. Clever name. Congratulations. I just want to know why Sarah Palmer's in there. This is not a world premiere.
At least she's not an Infinite.
We don't know that yet. Infinite does canonically take place after Halo 5. She could be in the game. I don't... Did you just burn... I tried to cut myself off with the voices. They wouldn't stop calling out to me.
It all starts with a dead girl. A forest. The moon. Scent of pines. And then the gunshot. Every story has two sides. A regular, rational one, but also a darker and deeper truth. Not unlike a nightmare. I can see both. Worse, I can link them.
Hello? Anyone there?
Is this like Silent Hill?
What is this place?
That reminds me of what's that game called?
World premiere.
I can't even remember. It was you died and then you were a ghost and it was all weird. World premiere. What? Soul something. Phantasy Star Online. This Phantasy Star Online 2 is already on console, so why not bring the first one out on console, right? Oh, it's a brand new. Wait, what? The second one's already out on Xbox. So what do we do? What is this? Is this a remaster of the first one? I actually play the second one. I enjoy Phantasy Star Online 2. I don't understand what's going on because I didn't play the first one, but it's fun. This looks so much more polished than the 2. 2 does not look like it was feel like it was made for console. I plug my keyboard and mouse in, and it's just so much easier to play that way. So this looks so much more polished. I wonder what this is. True adventure starts now. Okay, what is this? I know Danger would love this, whatever it is. New Genesis Phantasy Star Online 2. Okay, it's an expansion. It's an expansion. Okay, that kind of makes sense. I was going to say, that looks like Phantasy Star Online 2, but it's different.
Luis Torres. I've seen your future. Global risk is scared of the weapon you will become.
Crossfire X campaign. Because Crossfire is already on console, but it's just a multiplayer game. Crossfire is a competitive shooter. I guess they're making a campaign for it now. I think it's free too. Pretty sure Crossfire is free.
Blacklist, we make our own path. We protect our own.
Can you protect me from fate?
Okay, so single player is not free, but the multiplayer is as it says at the bottom of the fine print. You have to buy the single player, and the multiplayer is free with an Xbox Live Gold.
Soon, the entire world will burn. All because of him.
You have to buy the whole thing?
You have to buy the single player, the multiplayer is free.
The ghost is here!
So you can play online and play the competitive shooter, but if you want to play the story mode, you gotta pay for it. It's kind of like Halo Reach in the Master Chief Collection. You gotta buy the story, but the multiplayer is free. Because Crossfire X is already on console, but it's just a competitive shooter right now.
You saw 10 world premieres and 22 console launch exclusives. Game Pass members can play every game you have seen today from Xbox Game Studios and all of our partners in the subscription or free to play. This is just a peek at some of the new titles coming to Xbox Series X.
I think this is
some of the games you already love and some you have yet to play will also be optimized for Xbox Series X. Games like Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, and Sea of Thieves. You'll get the next-gen upgrades at no additional cost when they launch. You can expect a lineup of over 100 titles for Xbox Series X this holiday season. With Series X and Game Pass, Xbox is the place to play, and you are at the center of everything we do.
Saying that, I think next year is going to be a massive
we
year
didn't
for
get to
Xbox.
visit all of our Xbox Game Studios today. That means we'll have more to share later this year. But until then, here's one more thing.
One more thing.
World premiere.
One more game, guys. What is this? Better be a banger or something. Playground Games. I don't think I've heard of them.
The world is filled with stories of legendary heroes and treacherous villains.
What?
Of fantastical creatures and wondrous places.
I don't know. I don't think
where
Playground
nature
Games made Fable.
and magic live in perfect harmony.
That's funny.
Not all stories have happy endings. But yours has yet
It is
to be
Fable.
written.
Yeah,
This
not
was
gonna lie,
good. I like this.
What's your thoughts on this year's presentation?
Hold on, give me 1 second. I want to see this. I want to see some of this. Just want to finish this off first. They synced the yelling to the beat of the song. That's nice. I want that demo though. You're making me hungry, Microsoft.
How much do you think they roll here like a fire demo?
You're making me super hungry. I don't like being hungry. If I'm hungry, I gotta eat. And I ain't gonna be full until I get that at least the Halo Infinite beta. This was good. They had a lot of bangers today.
They pretty much nailed it this year.
There were a few games I didn't really care much about, but we're gonna go back to Xbox On now for the post show.
Right.
Game Pass members have a lot to look forward to. Playing.
Is that it, or they're not gonna do the post show on here, or are they only doing the post show on here? I think the post show is exclusively on Xbox On. Okay.
Thanks for watching.
So yeah, see, that's it. So they're done over here.
Yeah.
What have we seen? We've seen some.
So we got obviously the big one. We got Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
Right at the top of the show, we got to see some actual gameplay.
I cannot wait for that. Honestly, even like all of the sound effects.
Yep.
Of that. Pap, pap, pap,
Just the scope of it, how big the world looks.
I am quite impressed with Halo Infinite.
Sort of looked out and
343. My faith was shaken in you with Halo 5's campaign. You did a good job with the Halo Master Chief Collection on PC, but to be fair, that's just a bunch of remasters. It's not your own story.
I'm so ready for that.
Halo Wars 2 was good. Halo Wars 2 was good, but in terms of FPS Halo games, the last one we had wasn't great. With what I'm seeing right now for Halo Infinite, I feel like 343 is going to do a great job.
Oh my god, I was not expecting anything.
I was hoping we would have both kinds of elites in the game. That's not to say we won't, but we probably won't.
Maybe we're gonna get a bit more of a
I was hoping for more of a Halo Wars 2 type thing where they use the newer art style for different purposes than the older one. So for example, in Halo Wars 2, the old grunts are the normal grunts, and the new grunts are the suicide grunts.
I'm so excited to see what they come out with.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Guys, be sure to drop a little subscribe if you want to see.
I mean, who knows? Because you know the game's nearly finished, so they could.
Yeah. I was also really, and I know I wasn't expecting anything, but I was really hoping we'd get like, surprise! Here's the beta.
Yeah,
it is. I know.
But honestly, guys,
Halo 5's beta. Okay, so in terms of when Halo 5, I know Halo 5 is a completely different story, but still, in terms of Halo 5. At this point in the development cycle, with us being this close to launch, the beta had been released 3 months ago.
again. And again,
even
and
in
again,
slow
on repeat.
motion, maybe.
Yeah.
Just because I need time to absorb all that info. To be honest. So
that sounds good.
Chat, it has been amazing watching the Xbox Game Showcase with you. Thank you so much. Don't forget to drop that sub on our YouTube channel. Check us out, twitch.tv/XboxOn.
Check me out on Twitch. Well, you're already watching, but check me out on youtube.com/Nick71223. Check me out on twitch.tv/KN_Nick. My mixer is, I mean, you can go to my mixer, but it's going to die. Mixer.com/KN_Nick71223. Check me out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Bye.
It's going to be great. It's going to be lit. I thought they were doing a post show.
No, I think that's it.
Because I thought they were going to check back with the guys they talked to earlier. Did they not say they were going to check back with the guys they talked to earlier? Like, did they not say they were going to check back with the guys they talked to earlier?
I don't think they did.
Bunch of side quests? Like, are there like a bunch of collectibles? Is this going in the vein of something else? And I think that they're gonna find a way to make this unique to Halo. When I think about this, I keep looking back at Gears 5 and thinking about how well they did their kind of open
that's
world
weird
section.
Because
it's
normally
like
you expect
still
like the ammo
following a
counter and stuff to
path,
be on the top,
but there are
right?
different ways you can approach it, right? And so when we were talking to the developers, that's kind of the vibe that I got from this. That yes, you have, as we saw in the gameplay, you get these 3 objectives of these.
I'm
things
okay
that
with
you
it
can
being
go
in the bottom
tackle,
corner, though.
and you get to choose how you go about doing that.
Yeah, I mean,
not
I don't
necessarily
mind
having
it.
to
Most
go
video
from
games
point
have
A
it in
to
the
point
corner.
C. And meanwhile, you might find some cool things along
It's just
the
a
way.
bit odd for this Halo game.
If you
It's a
see
bit odd
right
for
now
Halo,
in the
yeah.
map, there's that upgrade tab. That was
I mean,
a huge thing. I was
everything
what
else,
is-
like
what
the
does that
shields
mean?
and
There's
everything is
obviously
in
no
the right
experience
position.
bar because
I
that
just
would
feel
be
like
real
that's the
weird.
only thing that's a bit odd.
Like this is an RPG. Like, nor do we
The
want
way
it
the
to
map
be.
is, it reminds
And
me of
so what
ODST.
we were explaining
Yeah.
is that the upgrades are
That's the
actually gonna
point. Well,
be
ODST was
more
entirely
of
free roam to
the
a point.
equipment system.
You
Like,
still
you
had
think
to
so
go
if
do
you
the
saw
missions. You were
grapple
still
shot,
locked down
which
in the
is
mission
official
areas,
name for
but it wasn't like
is an
Halo
upgrade that
1,
you
2,
will find
3,
while
4,
exploring
5,
the
where
game.
you
So, like,
went
you're gonna
in
find
a
things that kind of
semi-linear
in
path to
different
the mission
ways
objective.
that
You could
are
explore the whole
like
map.
cooldown timer,
All
and
of
I'm not too
ODST
sure
is
if
like
those
free roaming,
themselves
or is
will
this
be
going to have its
upgraded to
own
things
kind
like,
of
oh,
spin on
maybe
it?
This is going to be, no,
cooldown reduction or
ODST's free
something.
roaming is
I
free
don't know
roaming
if
to a
that's a
point.
thing.
You don't free roam the
We're not
whole map,
entirely
you
sure
free
if they
roam the
didn't
area
really
the
go
mission is
into
in.
it yet.
This is free
So
roaming
I'm
the
very
entire
excited to learn
map.
more about that because I'm really curious to see how much that's going to change the pace of the game.
This is like a
But
GTA
as far
5
as we
style,
saw in the
like
gameplay
in
trailer,
terms of
I am
free
really
roam, this is like
pleased to see
GTA
that the
5.
upgrades didn't seem like
However,
they were
it's got Halo
extremely
gameplay,
weird.
so you can
If
go
anything, they're
everywhere,
like, you know, we
anywhere.
just wanted
That's
to
what they
look
said.
back at some of the best moments in Halo. Like, what are the things
I
that we
also really
loved
like
from the
that gun. I
original
don't know what
games?
that
And
gun
this
is, but
like
that is a
the
nice
whole
semi-automatic.
system is, you know, from
I
Halo
think
3.
I don't
that they
think it's a
really wanted to bring
semi-automatic. I
that
think that's
back.
like a
So that
heavier
right
assault
now we see,
rifle.
like,
I don't know,
the
man. It
drop
looks
shield
like
popping
he's,
out.
even if it is
And
a
it's really
full-on
cool to see
auto,
that
I like
integrate
that. I like
in
that a
unique
lot.
way with
Yeah,
the
it looks like a
open worlds. And then,
beefier
of course,
assault
there's
rifle.
collectibles that we all know and love.
It
like
kind
the
of looks like
crazy
a semi.
skulls,
Yeah,
like,
I'm kind of getting a semi-automatic
very
vibe
excited to
from
see
that
how
gun
they're gonna
though.
integrate those.
And
Of
I
course,
like the
they
new
didn't directly
Magnum.
confirm that
It
those
was
are
like a
in-game,
mix
but
between the
I
Halo
think if they're
5
not
Magnum and the
there,
Halo 1
they're
Magnum.
not serving the
It's like they
best
mixed them
part of
both.
Halo, so
No,
I'm sure
yeah,
they
that kind of looks like the
absolutely
Halo 2 Magnum for some
before I give
reason.
my take
No, the
on
Halo
this, I
2 is
wanted to
way
stick with you
slimmer.
here for a second, Miranda. The big question is, like, is it open world? How open world is it? You get a sense of it from the gameplay, but we did get a little bit more clarification from 343 on that.
Yes, so it is open world. It is still a linear story, though. So, like, there is still they always comes back to the story. Like, this is Chief's story. They're not trying to make it, like, super crazy open in the fact they could do anything. I mean, I guess you could, like, choose the story how you want. Like, that's not the point here. However, they do want you to be able to go and traverse the ring in the way you want
the visuals
to.
are just
So as we saw in
They're
that map,
so
and
good.
like, even just like looking at this gameplay here, like there's just a lot of gaps.
Imagine what it
in
looks
the
like on
ring. Like, as you can see,
PC.
it kind of looks like it's being built or something.
Yeah, I
and,
definitely would be
or
getting
maybe
this on
like
PC if I could.
reconstructed.
I'm getting it on
And
everything.
You will be able to close those gaps.
I don't know about you if you've noticed this, but the animations are really like, if not the same as Halo 5.
I don't know. Some of them are quite different. The clambering animation's definitely the exact same.
They also kind of seem to
But
allude
it's-
to
But
like,
namely,
hey,
like
maybe you
the
find
more
something
classic
cool, but
guns
you
like
can't
the
get
AR
those
and
in
Magnum.
operate.
Yeah,
the
and the
animation
sliding and the
like
jumping,
that
those are the same too.
style
Like when you
of-
slide, I like to slide and then jump in
back
Halo
later for it.
5.
So
That's the
there
exact
is
same
definitely
animation
an
that they
openness
did.
To it, and I'm again very curious to see how that actually plays out.
I don't really think that matters.
This like how
if it ain't broke,
interesting
don't
those
fix it,
activities would
right?
be.
Yeah.
Also, that
The one thing
grappling
about
hook,
So
man.
you mentioned we've
was
got
grappling
4
hook.
stories
That's
between
something
the
that
two
caught
of
me
us,
off
2 from you,
guard.
2 from me, that go into a ton more detail. In fact, one of the things I talked to them about was about Infinite as a platform, how we shouldn't expect to see an Infinite 2. So please, after this show,
Because
come to
Halo's never had like a
IGN.com,
grappling
check all
hook
that out.
before,
Now,
no?
Of course, I don't want
What?
to move on from
No,
Halo yet.
never had a grappling hook.
Since you and I did get to dig in and find out some more stuff, I'm curious.
It
Brandon
had a
and
jetpack.
Paris, did you guys have any sort of? Were you left with questions after watching that?
I think you kind of answered one of them, that it will be kind of an upgradable equipment system in the game with Chief as you're exploring through the world. Like, again, the grapple shot was an excellent example of that. So I would love to see more.
Did you just call it a grapple shot?
Of equipment that you'll find through the world. I would also like to see how discoverable.
You know what? I'm
I'm
legitimately hoping that if the SMG is in the game, it's the way it was in Halo 2 and not the Halo 5 SMG. I don't like the Halo 5 SMG. Just personal opinion.
But you can still go do side missions. You can do other things while you're working on.
I do like some of the new art style changes. I love the new way the energy sword looks, with it being like triangular. I like the triangular one more than the rounder one.
Can I just do whatever?
And I like the new elites, but there are certain things I don't like, and the SMG is not.
Before it opens up into the bigger world, I should say.
I know they haven't shown it yet. If they ever will, I don't think they ever will.
Yeah, my question is just sort of how does the open world enhance the experience?
I really hope dual
most people can agree.
I know it probably
Bungie
won't
and
be, but
kind of really did a decent job.
They didn't pick up any weapons you can dual wield with, except for the pistol and
creating a through line through this story.
Actually, they just picked up. They just had the pistol, and they didn't go over anything when they were using the pistol. So we literally don't know.
The question that I had is all story stuff, and we're not going to.
They didn't go over a single weapon while they were on when they had the pistol, and none of the other guns are one-handed weapons. So we literally don't know.
More grave and more.
Oh, they also had the Mauler. That's right. They also had the Mauler, but again, they didn't go over any weapons with that thing either.
Very narrow in scope right now,
except for two-handed weapons.
Halo Chief and the Master Chief and the Banished goes.
No, it would be.
I'm very curious where it uses that.
Yeah, I would rather have. But if I had to make the choice between playable elites,
they are being careful. They're basically
and
dual
wielding, I choose playable elites.
Halo 5, but it sounds like they are really trying to focus on starting to tell a new story. It is going to wrap up what has been the Forerunner saga, and yeah, for me, it did a great job of evoking Halo 1, which. When Miranda and I talked to Paul Crocker and Chris Lee, that was a big thing for them.
I did kind of suspect that the Banished would be appearing in this, but I really don't get what their motivations are.
Foot on the Halo
so Halo released a teaser trailer about a month ago. I don't know if you saw it because you've been staying off social media. It said signal. It was called signal designation or signal detected tag designation foe. It was our confirmation that Banished were going to be in Halo. It was like a month or two ago.
That is going to be
so it's a long story. They want to get revenge for Atriox's quote-unquote death, and because they know it was the UNSC, they're like going after them. It's like a long story.
Yes, those are actually detailed. You have details on those in one of your stories.
Sorry about that, guys. My connect keeps dying. I gotta get a new.
You can't count the animals.
Either I gotta figure out how to fix this, or I gotta get a brand new webcam.
Yeah, they're there for show and to be scared off, but occasionally also murdered, apparently. But all right, the Xbox Game Showcase wasn't just about Halo. We did get Fable at the end, which we're going to talk about.
We did. Fable. I like Fable.
We've got lots more to talk about. And by the way, just a reminder: stick around later for tons of live panels and interviews from Comic-Con at Home, right here on IGN, coming up after this show. But for now, we'll be back to talk more Xbox right after this.
Unlocked Live is presented by CBS All Access. Stream the new series Star Trek.
Okay, I'm not gonna keep watching this. I just wanted to watch it for their thoughts on Halo Infinite.
To try 1 week free.
Go back to Xbox One and see if
and
they're doing
presented by the Army National Guard.
No, okay.
To find out more about how the National Guard is delivering food, building hospitals, and working in our communities during the COVID pandemic, visit nationalguard.com/esports.
So yeah, final impressions?
This year, Comic-Con at Home is...
Hold on, let me switch back. So we'll do this one. Yeah. I quite enjoyed the game. I'm looking forward to it most of the things they showed. There were a few games I wasn't really too keen on. Like, I don't really care about, I can't even think of the name of the game. Something Knots. Or what was it called?
Psychonauts.
Yeah, Psychonauts. I'm not really too keen on that. I don't care. But dude, Halo. We got Fable. We got. Why is my chat doing that? There we go. I fixed it. Sorry. There's a little broken. We got Fable, we got Halo, we got a lot of indie games that are looking good. You know, those indie games, man. I ain't seen indie games look like that in a long time, man. I was kind of hoping we would get a Halo Infinite demo. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed. But that's okay. I didn't expect it, I was just hoping for it, and, you know, I wasn't sitting there saying, you better give us an Infinite demo, but I was like, it would be kind of nice if we got an Infinite demo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, who knows, though, because they might end up releasing a demo later down the line.
Yeah, but later down the line, it would have been more like, you know, like, easier if they did it today, because, like, today's when they showed the gameplay, and they literally had a demo open. They could have just released that demo, and, like, it could have ended where it ended for them, so you can explore the map, or you can go to the mission and it ends.
Yeah. Because the game comes out in what? 4 months?
We don't have an official date. It could, leaks are saying Thanksgiving.
I have to guess, like, either October or November.
Well, originally it was December. Originally they said December. And then now it's this holiday. Like, originally, when they first revealed the game, it said December. And then now it's this holiday.
Overall, I don't know what to really say, because it was exactly what I was expecting from the reveal. Everybody was pretty much hoping for, like, a classic style new Halo, but I was expecting something along the lines of something similar to the really classic Halos, like 1 through 3 kind of gameplay. But they have really impressed me so far, because it definitely does look like all of them plus Reach combined, and a little bit of, like, 4 and 5 in there to some extent, but only, like, just small bits of it. The way they've adapted, like, the graphics and the gameplay is just phenomenal. Like, it looks like a Halo game, it sounds like a Halo game. It's, again, the enemies just look exactly as you'd expect them to look.
Yeah. And the best part about this, every single... Oh, my camera's off again. Sorry, guys. I hate having to do this, and I hate having to get mad on stream. I spent money on not only this camera, because mine... I actually had one of these and mine broke. So I bought this camera, and then I bought the adapter kit for PC, and it still doesn't want to work properly. Okay, I'll just give it a sec for it to come back, and then I'll... Okay, not only... So every single game we saw today is free in Game Pass, which means if you have a Game Pass or a Game Pass Ultimate subscription, Game Pass, well, first of all, let's just start off with Game Pass. If you have a Game Pass subscription, every single game on that stream today, you're automatically going to get to play on your Xbox One. If you have a Game Pass Ultimate subscription, every single eligible game, you're going to play every single game on your Xbox One, every single eligible game on PC, and you can play them all on the road on your phone via xCloud. Because xCloud we're still in beta for xCloud. The full xCloud experience debuts in September and is free with Game Pass Ultimate. You don't got to pay a separate charge. It's not even going to cost any more. It's automatically coming with Game Pass Ultimate. So every single one of those games you can play for free if you have Game Pass. How cool does that sound? And on top of that, you get the Destiny 2 expansions now in Game Pass.
Now that is a steal.
Granted, the first 2 expansions, I think, are the first 2 or 3, I think, are free anyway. But Forsaken, Shadowkeep, and Beyond Light are not. I think the expansions that are free are Curse of Osiris and Warmind. Curse of Osiris is free, Warmind is free, Forsaken's not free, Shadowkeep is not free, and neither is Beyond Light. But they all are free in Game Pass. And the game's already free, so.
Again, that's a great deal.
Yeah. How do you feel about Sprint? You like it? You don't like it?
I'm one of those that really feels like Sprint does belong in Halo. I know that I'm more of a classic, like, hardcore Halo fan, originals, like 1 through 3 kind of guy. But to me, Sprint is an integral part to most shooters nowadays, like Fallout, Call of Duty, Battlefield, the general shooters. Every single shooter nowadays has Sprint, so in a sense, it would be kind of wrong to get rid of Sprint.
True, but there are certain games that don't require Sprint. For example, games like Doom. Do you see Sprint in that game?
No, but the thing is, with Doom, especially like 2016 and Doom Eternal, the game is so fast-paced already, it's like, why need Sprint when the game's really fast already?
Yeah, but that was the point of Classic. That was the point that they were trying to make. See, the people that are against Sprint were saying Classic Halo was so fast it didn't need Sprint. They had to slow down the game in order to add Sprint. That was their...
The other thing you gotta remember is the maps and stuff were a lot smaller.
Yeah. A Halo 2 map that, didn't have anything in terms of, like, Sprint or that, it was, it was small. It would be... the same map would have to be bigger on the newer Halo games. Like, if you wanted... So, because of Sprint, or I'm not going to say because of Sprint, but to make the game... Halo 2 wasn't more fast-paced than the newer Halo games. Halo 2 had smaller maps. Now, we can have bigger maps and still have that same fast pace. And that's what I like about Sprint. And I don't know why everybody hates Clamber so much.
Clamber's kind of a touchy subject, because Halo 5, I think, is the only one that does it.
Yeah. Here,
Clamber...
this is from Hidden Xperia. Right, don't get me wrong, I'm not happy about Sprint and Clamber, the idea, but the idea that grapple might be an ability... Don't get me wrong, I'm not happy about Sprint / Clamber / the idea that grapple might be some innate ability, but I'm so fucking happy with literally everything else they showed off. The emphasis on the sandbox got me hyped, the enemies, weapons, and environments. Why? And I completely understand that Classic Halo didn't have those things, but you can't just say you don't like something because it wasn't in the Classic games. You have to be able to accept the fact that things change. And while I understand it might not fit in with the sandbox in your perspective, let me put this to you from a perspective of mine. I've been playing Halo since Halo 2.
Yeah.
Especially, and I mean especially, Clamber has been one of the most useful things I've ever had in my entire life. With Clamber, I've never had to worry about falling off the side of the map. I've never had to worry about being pushed off or, like, not making a platform and having to do it all over again. Clamber is super useful, and Sprint just makes things so much more quick.
Yeah.
Spartan Charge and the thruster packs, those are a little too far. Yeah, they're fun. They're fun, but it's not Halo.
No.
I see no problem with Sprint, Slide, and Clamber. And the grappling hook, it's touchy for me. I like it, but I feel like it shouldn't automatically be there. The way that... So you're going to have 2 different abilities in Halo Infinite. You're going to have an always permanent grapple hook, and then you're going to have one Spartan ability. I don't like that. I feel like grapple hook should be a Spartan ability. Right? Like, you have to pick up and physically put on your arm and use it. I don't like it being a permanent ability.
The thing with that, though, is that just for the campaign, or are they going to have that across all game modes?
I don't know. They haven't said a single thing about multiplayer. They said they're showing off multiplayer later down the line.
After seeing the grappling hook, I don't really have much of a problem with it because other games have done the grappling hook pretty decently. Like,
but
it depends on how they handle it.
Go back to Halo 4. Okay. Go to Halo 1. Go to Halo 2. Go to Halo 3. Go to Halo Reach. Go to Halo 5. Then you go to Halo 4 and you get loadouts. How fun when you're supposed to be playing an arena shooter that is designed to be an arena shooter, how fun is it to just be handed stuff? When the whole point of an arena shooter is to run around the map and pick up weapons. Granted, my favorite game mode in Halo is Super Fiesta. That's where you get a random gun when you spawn in. That's just super stupid. But in terms of a serious arena shooter, I enjoy Halo for it being an arena shooter. And that's kind of why we don't like being handed like abilities like that. Like, go to Halo Reach. Let's say they just automatically gave... Well, Halo Reach does automatically give you a Spartan ability. But it comes with what you choose. They have pre-made class setups that are super simple. And it comes with what you choose. Let's go to Halo 3. Alright, Halo 3, let's say they just automatically gave you a bubble shield every single time you spawned in. Would you be happy with that? Would it be fun?
Not really, no.
That's exactly what they're doing with the grappling hook. Now, granted, we don't know if it's going to work like that in multiplayer. But in terms of the campaign, it's exactly how it's working.
I'd imagine the grappling hook would be, like, somewhat limited to what it can do. And plus, it would probably have, like, a cooldown on it.
Alright, fair. But there's no defense against somebody from across the map jumping up in the air, grapple hooking your body, and then just pulling himself towards you and killing you. Like, if you don't see that, like, gunshots, you hear them coming.
Yeah, I see your point
Gunshots,
there.
you hear them and you can see them coming. Somebody jumping from behind you or from the side and just grapple hooking you and pulling, like, you can't do anything against that. Titanfall 2, Titanfall 2 did it best because of how fast-paced the game is. You're able to slide, spin around and shoot them. You have time with Titanfall 2. With how slower paced Halo is, granted you can sprint, but it's not as fast of a sprint as Halo 5. I noticed that. The sprint's way slower. With how slower paced Halo is, you're not going to have the reaction time to be able to spin around and shoot him while he's grappling towards you. I really hope they don't give it to you in multiplayer, and you can pick it up in multiplayer, but it's just a campaign thing in terms of it automatically giving to you.
Yeah, I agree with that. But if it in the event that it is like a default thing for everybody, I'm guessing they would probably give you like an indicator, like, oh, watch out, this guy's grappling towards you. Watch out.
But then that would be unfair to the grappler's perspective. There isn't a balance there.
For one, like there would be an audio cue. There would be a visual HUD indication showing that the person's coming towards you.
Yeah.
Plus, we don't really know how far the grappling hook has to be within effective range.
Well, we saw in the campaign demo, we saw it go from a pretty far range, and he grapple hooked an object. But if it can grapple hook an object at that range, who's to say it can't? Right. But let's pretend everything's based on the campaign values. If the physical grappling hook goes that length, it's gonna grab anything it can. So if an enemy is at 100 meters. I'm just making this up. If the grappling hook can it's never going to travel this far, I know that. But if the grappling hook can travel 100 meters to grab a wall, and an enemy standing 100 meters away, and the physical grappling hook can travel 100 meters, it's going to grab that enemy. Unless they have some sort of safeguard in place to where it just avoids it if it's too far away. I don't know. And another thing, listen, I love everything I see so far, okay? But there's been two things missing from Halo for a very long time. Number one, I swear to God. I mean, I can't say I swear to God because if Infinite doesn't have this next feature, I won't be mad. I'll just be disappointed. We need regular firefight back. Warzone firefight is fun as hell, but it is not the same thing. I want my wave-based, survival-type, extremely difficult wave-based ODST-style firefight. Reach firefight. Reach firefight is fun. If you bring Reach firefight back, I'll be okay with it. But if you bring the hardcore ODST firefight back, I will be so happy.
on top of that, if they add other like versions of Firefight, like they do with Reach, you know, like defend the generators.
I want a public versus firefight game mode. I want a public versus firefight, because versus firefight's in Reach. It's not public. You have to do a custom game. I want a public versus firefight. That just sounds so fun. Where you have 4 Spartans, you have 1 elite, 1 or 2 elites, and then you have what about this? It's firefight. You ever play Installation 01? I think the map is 01 or 00. I can't remember which map it is on Reach.
04.
04. My bad. Where you have the Marines.
Yeah, that's the.
Imagine this. Imagine this. You have a map kind of like Installation 04 where you have Marines, you have the Spartans playing firefight, then you have the Banished and the elites playing against you, but it's firefight. So when you die, it's not like a regular, like it's firefight mechanics. I don't know, it sounds fun. Now, speaking of elites, swear to God, 343, though, I'm counting on you. The one thing we need back is playable elites.
Yeah, because
I don't care. I don't care if they don't have any armor customization at launch. And if it takes you 6 months to make an armor set that you can customize, I want to be able to play as one, and not the way Reach did it. I do not like you can only play as them in Invasion. Give me my full elite playset.
And you know what? There's another game mode that you just reminded me of from Reach. What's it called? Invasion.
Yeah.
They better bring that back as well.
They'll only bring it back if elites are in the game. And I don't really want Invasion back for one reason. If Invasion comes back, they're more inclined to do a Halo Reach type elite system, where you can only play as elites if you're playing Invasion. I don't like that. I want to be able to play as them all the time. Now, if they did that and had Invasion, I'd be okay with it. But the issue is, if you can select what species you want, it's going to put you on the species team that you want to be put on. That's not really fair. If I select I want to always play as an elite, like you can in most Halo games, then I'm never going to get to play, then I'm never going to play as a Spartan on the, Invasion game. And let's hold on. If you are in my party, let's put it this way. We're partied up. You select to play as a Spartan all the time. I select to play as an elite all the time. We jump into Invasion. Whose team are we going to be on? Whose team are we going to be on separate teams? Is it not going to matter what we choose? Is it going to go based off the host? How's that going to work?
Yeah. I feel like if they're going to make that work, they need to have it where it's just ignore that rule that Reach had where one side's elites, one side's Spartans.
Well, that's the point of Invasion. Well, Invasion, the point of Invasion is like the whole, otherwise you're just playing Slayer with extra steps. You're playing Slayer with an objective.
Well, that's essentially what Invasion is.
But Invasion is the point of Invasion. It's supposed to fit into the Reach story with elites versus Spartans. That's why it's Invasion. Elites are invading Reach. The whole point of Invasion is to fit into a story-esque setting where it's elites versus humans. That is the point. So if we're going to do Invasion, I say ignore whatever the people chose. So I say, here's what we do. Every game mode, you're allowed to select whatever kind of... my bad. Every game mode, you're allowed to select what kind of species you want, except for Invasion. Invasion, it selects for you. If you want to disable elites in the competitive MLG playlists, that's okay. A lot of people,
yeah.
A lot of people don't like that. I don't understand why they don't. I mean, it's a customization option, but it technically, even though the hitboxes are technically the same, it looks like they're not. Like you can go into the game files and see the hitboxes are exactly the same, but because of how it looks, you don't think you can shoot them there. The head for the elite, in the coding of the game, the head for the elite and Spartan are in the same place, but it doesn't look like they are based on the model. So it's like, can I shoot him there? Is that a headshot?
I mean, that's the thing, because if they were to bring them back, what do you think they should do to like make that balanced? Just keep the hitbox the same as the Spartans.
Just keep the hitbox the same as the Spartans.
Or just the elite models.
Or you could even no, I don't want you to adjust the elite models. That would look weird. Or you could do a Halo 2 anniversary.
I mean, in the sense of the hitbox, like adjust the hitbox a little bit.
Oh no, I feel like it should have the same hitbox as the Spartans. Or you could pull a Halo 2 anniversary and give the elites the disadvantage. In Halo 2 anniversary, elites are bigger because they're the Halo 4 and 5 elites. They're bigger. So you can see them, like, and I'm pretty sure they have bigger hitboxes too. So they're easier to kill. By playing as an elite and using the customization option, you're giving yourself a disadvantage. I would be okay with that. I'm a pretty good Halo player, especially with the newer movement systems. I don't think it would really be that big a deal if you gave the elite players the disadvantage.
To add on to that as well.
Then they would also be allowed to play in competitive games too, because it would be harder for them to win.
Yeah, one thing to add on to that, actually, which I learned from a friend ages ago, they actually do have slightly different stats in Reach, believe it or not. Like, elites have slightly stronger shields. That's all I remember, basically. It's just certain stats, like the shields being stronger, slightly less health, maybe, or the same health. I can't remember the exact changes, but it was something along those lines. The other thing I noticed from the campaign was every time the shields went down, I wonder how the health's gonna work, because it didn't look like the health bar moved at all.
I don't think it has a health bar.
I'm pretty sure it does.
Hold on, let me look at let's pull up the gameplay again, guys. Let's pull up the gameplay again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure every time the shields went down, there was like a little bar beneath it, which was like a health bar almost. It changed color as he took damage.
I want to play this demo so bad.
Am I dead already?
We're gonna skip past the beginning cutscene. We just want to see the gameplay.
I think it's like 2 minutes in.
204. No, there is no health bar. It's just shield.
Sure?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. There's no health bar. Oh no! No, the health bar is underneath the shield. You have to fully deplete the shield to see the health bar.
That's what I mean.
You have to fully deplete the shield in order to see the health bar. It's underneath the shield.
The health bar is there, but it's just like in the same place as it was in the older Halo game. It's a similar sort of vein.
It's not the way Halo 5 does it. It's not under the health bar. It's inside. It's not under the shield bar. It's inside. I kind of like it under the shield bar. That way you can see it better. It's inside the shield bar, so you have to drain your shield in order to see it.
It makes sense because it's nice to see your health bar beneath it because, well, in the way they've done it in Infinite, because it only matters when your shields are like low or depleted.
Right, but if you remember in Halo 5, there are ways to take health damage without taking shield damage.
Yeah, that's true. But no, like, I wonder how the health bar is going to work in this. Because
I think high falls. I think if you fall from too high, you'll damage your health, but not your shield. If I'm correct. I don't remember.
I suppose that's the other thing as well. Is it regenerating health, or is it?
It is regenerating. No, it's regenerating. I saw it. No, it's regenerating. It's regenerating. Trust me. They won't go back to health packs.
Your shields deplete.
You can also get hurt while your shield is still up. I watched him get hurt while his shield's still up. So apparently, if your shield is too low, like his shield was not all the way down, but it was mostly down. His health took a small chunk. So there's some way you can get hurt with your shield still up.
Oh, it's basically like some of the damage that gets through when the shields are weak.
When the shields are weaker, the damage will get through slightly.
Oh, so it like bleeds. If the damage bleeds through a little bit.
Yeah. How do you feel about I'm gonna rewind here. We're gonna pause right when he switches. How do you feel about the MK50 sidekick?
What, the pistol?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. It looks kind of like a 5.7. It's kind of between the Halo 2 Magnum in terms of performance, but kind of like the Halo 5 Magnum.
It's not a Magnum. It's not the Magnum. It's a brand new gun. I'm pretty sure the old Magnum will still be in there at some point. Let's check on Dom. See what Dom's up to.
Coming to gamers. So.
Oh.
Aaron Greenberg, thanks for joining us. Great to have you with us, and congratulations on a great show. Now Luke's going to give us some Destiny dirt, right?
Oh yeah, let's just go through everything. Let's talk about where it's going to end, whatever you want. Let's do it.
Hey, well, you guys showing gameplay. We're excited about Beyond Light, and obviously coming to Game Pass. But I think everyone wants to know more about the game. You talked a bit about development. Look.
So it's not the Magnum. It's actually a brand new gun.
Which I think is
so it's technically like a lower version of the Magnum. It's just like a more
last month. I mean, kind of outlined. Here's the next 3, right?
Tactical pistol, in other words.
Very clear with people about the roadmap and the plan. This one.
So if that's the case, then what purpose does this pistol have then?
It's probably going to replace the Magnum. I have a feeling the Magnum will still be in the game, but I feel like it's not going to be the main gun.
It's a couple of things. There's a deliberate approach that we're taking.
Well, hold on. If that's live, then how come Xbox on? That would be Xbox on.
In part because it's like the fun of playing video games. The fun of entertainment is being surprised. We do have a bunch of changes that we're making to the way that players are going to interact with Wheel in the Darkness. We'll probably get into that.
But where are we watching the post show at?
But you talked about that event.
Where is he watching the? Okay, Dom is watching the post show. The question is, where is he watching it at?
It's hard to keep track of anything. And what we're trying to do with Destiny.
You see, the post show. Xbox On is where I was watching the post show before, but
that Game Pass. How Game Pass fits into this vision of that single
Push out TV. Hold
on. Like we want to be everywhere. To quote Ariel, like we want to be where the people are. We have this awesome global community, and we want to keep growing it. And to close on the thing you pointed out at the top, Jeff, it's we wanted to lay out that Beyond Light is the beginning of this new era, and it's going to continue next year.
You guys want to raid DB Geek? I think we're going to raid DB Geek. Here, watch this. We're going to raid DB Geek.
Of course, we're heading toward.
They didn't show any.
We're excited about
we're going to raid DB Geek. Hold on. We are going to raid DB Geek. We are going to raid.
A lot of.
So I will see you guys later. Make sure to stay for the raid.
Over the next couple of years. So how you think of it obviously from a content perspective and a story, lore, narrative perspective, but I assume also from a gameplay perspective. So something like, Stasis, tell us a bit about that. Is that something that obviously impacts the next 3 in a way, but are you thinking that far ahead of like how the gameplay is going to change?
And that didn't happen. I felt a little bit pied. I felt a little bit pie-faced by that. Genuinely, I did. And that really sucks. I thought Microsoft and 343